I broke the dam.
What?
I broke the dam.
And that's the first thing you hear? Question mark?
I broke the dam. Well, we were talking about it, and...
Alright, well, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Internet.
God.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going?
And welcome to... I thought I almost didn't name the stream right. Welcome to the 11th chapter of the Arcane Archives.
11Z's.
Diggity
It's
Dave
11.
101. Welcome. If you're wondering how to get tokens to subscribe, all you have to do below the video, you should see a thing that says 20% off to subscribe. You click that, you select your tier you want to sub, and you sub. And then you get shout out.
Hey Zio, I wanted to show you how to do a fire spell real quick. I know we had a little trouble with the campfire, but you just need to focus. Okay. You just need to focus and. Oh, it didn't work for the second one. Yeah, it's harder than it looks, Zio.
Yeah, it is. Trust me, I know.
Why is Cade full deafened? There you go. He didn't even hear it. It's the best part.
He doesn't want to hear us anymore.
No,
I look over and I was like, why are you full deafened?
He was trying to listen to his own butt.
Oh.
100%.
The dam is broken. It is a great deal. Well, welcome everybody to the 11th chapter of listening to our own butt. And I'm Darrell, and we see you next week. But does anyone have any announcements or things they'd like to say?
Well, I don't know if it's a big announcement, but we did our first highlight, and it's on, should be on the Twitch, on the here.
On the place you're looking?
Yeah, the place that everybody currently is.
So you can check that out. In
there's a highlight from last episode of Zio attempting to make a campfire.
It's pretty great.
It's coming.
Pretty great. Yeah.
It's
coming.
Sooner or later, it'll come.
And I think, and I also think that Aelar called me Shaka Khan. It's.
That was great too.
Yeah. I guess
I just heard my name, but I wasn't paying attention, so everyone was laughing at me.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Welcome to the campaign.
Because you're from the north.
Yep. Yankee. You Yankee.
It's not my first language.
The North is not your first language?
No, I just say common is not my first. Never.
Oh.
Do you have a first language?
Hello, Jag. Hello, Diggity Dave.
Hey.
You know what? I don't know. I'll click it.
Thanks, Diggity Dave.
Thank you, Diggity Dave, for that tier 1 subscription before we're even going.
Ooh.
Thank you. And I would like to say thank you to Mallard and Majawi Wetar or Maywind for the follows off stream. Thank you for those. We are at 71 follows. Which is amazing. The sport's been great. Well, that being said, if no one has anything else to say, let us jump into this week's episode of the Arcane Archives. So, in the last chapter of the Arcane Archives, the party ventured into Meadow Springs, a lawless town full of suplexes and villainy, apparently. The party spent much of their time in the Broken Leg Tavern. On the lookout for Lenin or any sign of Ecclesius' contact, the party was on high alert. Erdin and Ecclesius, picking up and losing some sort of tail that they had gained, as well as an arm wrestling match gone astray that led to Cthulhu falling unconscious, were among some of the escapades that happened. After meeting an exotic and nervous potion brewer, Erdin and Ecclesius returned to the tavern, where June noticed Lenin entering a room on the second floor of the Broken Leg, accompanied by a cloaked and hooded figure bearing the same crest as Ecclesius.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that.
We pick up with all of you standing around Cthulhu as he sleeps. With the knowledge of Lenin being here, what would all of you like to do?
I just love how, like, Cthulhu didn't even drink this time, but he's still, like, getting...
Every time we go to a box,
He's
he's the one guy.
Yep.
I know, it's because because you
He's
were in
tavern
cahoots
guy.
with me.
Yeah,
guy
he's
that
that one
leaps.
friend that everywhere you take, or you take him to, any bar you
He
go
just
to,
always
he's
gets
always
advice. Goes to
blacked
sleep.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Head
I
down
just
on
wanna
the
point
table.
out, you can spell cahoots with Cthulhu. You just take out the N. You got Cahoot.
Remove him from this Discord. Get him out.
Get, like, Kirill and kill Aelar
Get him out.
Anyways, so we were in the bar, right?
Yeah,
I'm
and I
cool,
think
man,
I
right.
yeah, I had just came up to you guys and told you that I saw Lenin go in to the room, and I kind of like turned and pointed to it, and yeah, it was someone that had the exact same symbol as you, Ecclesius.
So somebody went in the room that had Ecclesius.
To be exact,
symbol?
Lenin was following a purple, hooded and cloaked figure who had the same on the back. Had the same symbol that Ecclesius has adorned on his leathers. I don't recall. Padded armor. I don't know.
Yeah, padded.
Padded armor.
So a big padded, like quilted in squares, like full, like duster with a hood.
Quilt coat.
Quilt coat. Which apparently gives me negative on stealth, even though it's made out of feathers.
Loud feathers, man.
Yeah, they chafe. It's like the ye old. I don't know, what is that material that you're wearing on your shirt? You
Who?
know, like running pants.
Oh, like windbreaker
Corduroy?
material?
Yeah, exactly.
Corduroy.
Yeah. Denim.
That's good. Ecclesius can deal with him. Is that a verbal at the bar?
Oh, Jesus. Ecclesius, do you have a
I'm sorry.
outpost here for your group, guild? What do you call yourselves?
No, the esoteric assembly? If we do,
Well-
it's...
I was thinking, like, is that a guild or like family or
Yes.
It's an
said it.
assembly.
It's assembly.
okay, assembly? Okay, yeah, well, fair enough. Right in the name. Yeah. Do you have one of those places here?
I have never been here. I can look for our crest, but I did not see one when I was out with Ur.
Oh, I see one. It's right there.
Ur. Oh, hey. We do.
What's the status on that purple?
how
What's the
D&D
status
works,
on that
right?
purple dragon?
Yeah.
Purple dragon on the horizon.
In that case, oh, look at this gigantic pile of money and XP I found right next to my feet.
It's just green orbs that are bubbling around. And you walk in them and they just encompass you.
But no, I do not think we have an outpost here.
Didn't you say
Oh.
you were looking for somebody though?
Yes, I have a contact that is here, but that's all I know.
You
Well,
don't know if
Question. As far as the information on my contact, DM, I only know where they are.
Correct.
I don't know their name, and I'm not under the impression that I'm meeting them at one of our guild halls here. Am I? I thought I just knew that this is the last known whereabouts of this person.
Correct to everything you said.
So I have to admit, I literally only know this is the place he was said to have been. I don't know the name. I don't know the face. I know less than I do.
But would he be associated with your assembly?
No.
Are you waiting for me to help, or?
Now that I think about this, I need to go back to Solaria and ask a question.
You would remember that he, and I believe you mentioned this to the party, that he was a former member of the Bureau, and he had a connection to that item that you're looking for.
My tail comes up and kind of flitters. Oh, that's right. He was a former member of the Bureau, not of the Esoteric Assembly.
Did I just
So
get described as a tail?
You did.
Yep.
I mean,
It's canon.
Is that a
I
first?
am Ecclesias's tail.
Yes.
Okay, well, if if that might not be your contact, there's obviously someone with some sort of connection to you and your assembly. And they're also speaking with Lenin.
You think Lenin could be your contact?
He does have the bureau tattoo.
This Lenin very well be my contact, but I do not know. I had to see him, talk to him.
I guess we should probably go barge in that room and talk to both of them then, yeah?
Did we see him? Is he here?
Yeah, I just told you.
Yeah. June pointed him out.
I did not know we were all standing.
Did you get suplexed while we were doing stuff?
No, the ethics of the potion is still running through my head.
Hmm.
By
What,
the way, there's a
potion?
potion
You drink
shop.
a potion? Oh, okay.
There, Urudin and I found a alchemist of sorts, and we were their guinea pigs. Or
Why?
their test subjects if guinea pigs don't exist.
What
in
is a guinea
Falbian.
pig?
It's just gonna. I think guinea pig is what my kind call people that are tested on.
I see.
That's what I have for dinner
Gotcha.
a lot.
And if they weren't, guinea pigs now officially exist in canon and Falbian. But should we go and knock on the door and introduce ourselves?
I don't know if
I
that's
don't-
necessarily the best idea, but I mean,
I
I
think-
guess
This is a good situation to just lay and wait to see when they come out.
we could do that. And we should do that. But my other idea was that if Ecclesius has the symbol for his assembly, he would have a reason to go talk to the person that Lenin is talking to, because he also has that symbol.
I will respect their privacy and wait until they come out. I think that is wise of you, Urudin, to suggest as such.
You know, when some things or people get trapped in a room, they could react differently than when they're approached front on front.
This is true.
So we're waiting then? Should we get a round of drinks while we wait, or?
I think it'd be great if you
Yeah.
got us a round of drinks.
Thank you.
I think that sounds like a good idea too. I hope they're not too expensive because
I
have
will
No.
assist you in carrying the drinks.
No alcohol for me, please. Sugar water only.
3 glasses of wine coming up for you.
Wine can be. No, wine is not made with sugar. I don't know. I'm from the north.
They don't
There-
have wine there?
Wine is, yes, it is made with sugar. The good stuff, at least.
I see.
Which
There
I
you
don't
go. Sugar water.
Exactly, that's what he asked for, right?
Why
Yeah,
don't you
wine,
just-
sugar water, same difference.
I'm willing to try anything once.
Good to know.
We should get him some of
Noted.
that Dragonborn drink.
Okay.
I don't think that's the best idea if we have plans to speak to people at any
looks
point
like-
tonight.
Cthulhu liked
Yeah.
it.
Is that when I met your friend on the ground?
By the way, Cthulhu is still unconscious on the table next to all of you.
Yeah, we
Oh.
should probably wake him
I
up.
forgot about that.
I thought this is just how he. This is. This is the third time I've seen him into a tavern, and this is how he always is.
He really didn't even drink that much. When we were at the other table, one of the guys
He's
must
dead.
have put some sort of
Just like
spell on him.
Can I
Looked like
go
there
up to him
was
and
some-
try to see what's up with them?
sure.
Yeah, I want to go down and see if I can pull his eyelids open and
Yeah,
snap
make a
shut.
medicine check.
Can I assist in this?
Sure.
Are you going to roll? Or are you going to give me advantage?
I would prefer to give you advantage.
I would assist you, but I have tried many times to wake Cthulhu, and it has never worked.
I'm gonna hold his head still while you're messing with his eyes.
Jeez. 12.
Clockwork
Well,
Orange.
He does not seem to be intoxicated, but he is He's breathing, but it is a faint breath when he takes it.
He is conscious and he is breathing, so I don't know what I can do.
Can I try to ascertain what condition might be afflicting him? I don't know how to say that, not meta, but do you get what I'm saying?
Sure. Make
Can I say
a
what's wrong with him?
make a survival check.
Survival check? Okay.
Can I search his body for wounds?
Sure. Make a investigation check.
This is really invasive.
Strip him. Check him out.
Stick a finger in him, he's done.
My survival check is a low. It is a 9.
13 for me.
Unsure to exactly what condition. He looks to be sleeping. And you said 13?
Yeah.
You look over and you notice about the head of a pin prick on his palm.
Would I find that unusual?
You also
Like,
did see
after
what we
the
were doing.
travel?
You also saw that he
That
was
is true.
hand
Yeah.
wrestling.
Okay.
That's what it's called now.
Yeah.
What are you
Hand
looking
I
at?
will.
Just
What
the
did you
hands.
find?
wrestling. Just the
I
hands.
will hold up his wrist to the party and show the pinprick. This doesn't look right.
Well, what was happening? I saw commotion when I had clairvoyance. But what were you all doing when we left?
We were.
June was
Getting
trying to
some-
make some money.
Yeah, we did make some money, and
Yeah, true.
This
I
is
want to
good.
take a look at his like palm, and can I like check to see if I know if it's like a poison? I want to like.
Sure.
Smell it.
This is your last best attempt as a medicine check.
Can I do brain surgery on him real quick?
Yes.
Can I perform a procedure?
Can I do a phlebotomy?
Transorbital lobotomy.
Well, good thing I'm proficient, and that's a 22.
Hey.
Yeah, 19
22?
plus 3. 22.
He looks to be afflicted with a sleeping poison.
Do I know anything about sleeping poisons? Like, is he gonna be like Sleeping Beauty, like asleep forever?
Do you know anything about poisons?
I mean, I'm proficient in
Poisoner's kit?
no, but
Mm-mm.
medicine.
You would know that an antitoxin would probably heal it.
Yeah. All right, I will pull out the antitoxin.
What is that you are giving him?
It's an antitoxin.
She pulls out like a thick, kind of looks like a venom.
He's woken up every single time so far.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
is that
sure
something
this.
that we could save, like for
I-
when we are in danger and not
I've tried,
passed
but
out in the bar?
You-
You guys are so greedy.
I know.
Look, he's
Yeah,
fine. He's talking.
I didn't give it to him at first because I thought it was a spell that the guy that he was arm wrestling used, but seeing this and it smells like a sleeping poison, and I don't know enough about them if he will wake up, or if I don't give this to him, maybe he won't. I don't know. Do any of you guys know about sleeping poisons?
No, but I trust in your insight and wisdom. I think you should give it to him. He is one of the group.
Yeah,
I-
and
If he's been poisoned by...
poison that makes people sleep.
That
I
is a
give
good assessment.
Cthulhu the antitoxin.
Alrighty. As
Eye
you
drops.
kind of lean him back in your arms, and people are looking around like, what is happening? As somebody gets suplexed off the balcony.
I was gonna say there's more soup.
And like, it doesn't flip your table, but it just perfectly like shears your table in half. Not to even disrupt anything you're doing, just no
Do we all
movement.
have, like
just
separate dinner trays now?
Yep. And everything that you guys bought, you're just holding now. It
My own
no harm,
TV
no
dinner.
foul. And almost as if like you guys are so used to it, as he hits the table, no one even looks. Just like it's happening. As you feed
Must
him
be
this,
4 o'clock.
as you feed him this antitoxin. As Cade, you're very groggy, and your lips and tongue are very numb, but you come to as if you've been sleeping for about 2 or 3 days.
This is
You must be
weird.
well rested.
Are you okay, friend? I'll offer my hand out to lift him up.
Mhm.
And I suplex him.
Actually, does that count as a long rest so I could get one of my spells back?
No.
Fuck.
No, there are no
Why
positive
roll?
benefits to poison.
Can I help up the guy who just got suplexed onto our table?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
And he happens to be.
Completely
He falls back over.
Yes.
As
As
I'm like,
you go to like lift him up, and he.
yeah, as I'm lifting him up, can I like try and feel around for any like equipment that he's got on him?
How did all of you become from nobility and to we're gonna rob everyone? Yeah, make an
I didn't rob
investigation.
anybody.
Make an investigation check.
What is that?
I see what he is doing, and I say, so, I'm gonna go get some ale. And I get up and
19.
go to the bartender.
19. He has a dagger and a small coin purse on his pouch or on his side.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't want to just steal it in front of everybody.
You said you were going to.
No. I know that I am not stealthy enough to do this slyly, so I will just kind of lift him up and see that he's just completely limp, and then just kind of softly lay him on the table.
Does somebody
Is he,
suplex him out of the way again?
Somebody runs over and suplexes him onto the next table.
Arcane out of nowhere!
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Is he, when Zero was picking him up, did it reveal his, like, arms or anything? Or does he have, like, long sleeves on?
Oh, okay. He does not have any tattoos.
Okay.
At first, I was like, did it reveal his arms?
I want to see them
Really? You're talking about
forearms.
people's arms.
He was laying on his arms before. Alrighty. So, Aelar, as you go up, the furbolg woman walks back, and she's carrying 2 casks as she, like, sets them down on the table. Well.
Hello.
Oh, no.
Hi!
Oh God.
Hi.
And by the way, she's eye to eye with you. How you doing?
Okay. I love this. Oh, you're
Better know.
Honestly,
from the north.
take as much time as you want with this conversation. I'm just in for the fun now.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick back.
My party would like some ale.
I mean, you can have whatever you like. What kind?
This is great.
What kind do you have?
Oh, well. Not much.
Sex flavored.
That's
I
what
have peach flavored butt kiss. If you're looking for something fancy, I could probably find a old bottle of wine. I think we have some hoity-toity stuff down in the cellar.
Aelar, why don't you go help her find that wine down in the cellar?
You were not here, Zio.
Yeah, he's alone.
I'm sitting at the table with you.
He went to the bar.
Yeah, he's at the bar.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay. I thought she came
Yeah,
to our
yeah.
table.
No.
My bad.
Man, it is, as me as a person, this is the most action I've gotten in quite a long time.
What's our safe
Soak
word?
it out.
What's our safe word as a DM and a player?
Pineapple.
It's always
Yeah,
Yelp pizza.
pineapple. No, just the regular ale is fine. If you have any tips on the village here, though, that would be nice. We're well, and I would assume we're having this conversation in Elvish, which I'm hoping
She's
other
speaking in
people
Common.
understand. Oh, okay. As I'm gonna speak to her in Elvish. Do people here speak Elvish?
I don't understand.
That is our native. Where are you from?
The South.
Ooh.
The where?
Can I
Not
I try
yourself a Southern
Sylvan?
girl,
Do you understand Sylvan?
I speak common.
Oof.
If
Alright,
you'd
well,
I mean, if you'd like for me to show you around town, I can certainly do that when I get off.
I just, I mean, how familiar are you with, like, for example, and I look up, is Lenin and the gentleman with the fancy logo up there?
They went into a room.
Okay. I don't know if you saw the gentleman up there with the tattoo on his neck. Do you know anything about him or the person he was talking with up there?
His tattoo's on his forearm. But, I don't, there's a lot of people that come in and out.
Do they now?
Yeah?
Jesus.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay. No, that's fine.
I mean, feel free to go track them down.
Okay. Yeah, it's just we want to be careful because sometimes the people we deal with aren't so friendly. Anyways,
She
yeah,
kind of,
so,
kind of leans over the bar and, like, looks you all the way up, all the way down.
Push your cleavage up a little bit too.
Leans on the two, leans on the two casks.
Puts them into 2 mugs and lifts them up.
Serves
I
them
like
to
these
you.
jugs.
pineapple. No, I'm just yeah. Listen, we can talk later about that. But yeah, no, I was just wondering about them because we wanted to talk to them. Actually, do you know that domino? I described the domino mask tattoo. Do you know many people around here with that tattoo?
I may or may not have seen that tattoo once or twice. Would you like to see my tattoos?
Well, I'll tell you
Yes.
what. You could, if you want to talk afterwards, we can talk about tattoos. I mean, they're tattoos.
Well, I'm off in a couple hours, honey.
Yeah. Oh, right, madam. Yeah.
You hear
Do
someone
have
on the
ale?
other side of the bar. Can I get a drink? Hold on a minute! I'm trying to get some!
Yes.
Yeah, we can talk. But for now, just some ale for me and my party, and yeah.
Very well. And
I wonder what's taking him so long.
as you look over, if he had pockets, he'd have them in there, and he's like kicking rocks.
I'm an
That is not
adventurer.
what I
I don't
intended
know.
to get.
Pretty
How many
Okay.
would you like,
They're
sweetheart?
far more frisky. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Frisky?
Thought I was talking to the party. Who was that?
How many?
Four, I think. And then, do you have wine or no?
I told you I have some fancy stuff down in the cellar.
6 things of it.
And she turns around and gives you a little bit of a.
For me.
She turns around and gives you a little bit of a. And then turns and gets you a couple different mugs. That'd be 4 copper per.
All right. What? 4 times 6 is a silver piece and
12.
Wait.
2 silver pieces. Wait, I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, 2
100
silver
gold.
That
pieces. Hang on. 4 times 6 is 24.
I was
That's
right.
2 silver. Yeah, 2 silver pieces, 4 copper. Gotcha. I will subtract that.
Tune in on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to watch adults fail at rudimentary math.
We do math.
I'm in college. It's great.
And then she hands you the mugs and she says, "You can come back for any free refills, honey."
Thank
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
And as you start to walk away, all right, what? And then goes over to the guy at the other corner. As
You need information?
as Aelar comes back with his 6, Aelar comes with the ales.
Aelar.
I don't know why you were having such trouble
Aelar.
with that, with the lady up there.
What
Who's
took you so long,
having
bud?
trouble? And that as well.
Hmm? She seemed quite friendly. A little more friendly than I was hoping for. But yeah, I'll be talking with her after her shift.
You'll
Oh
be
yeah.
talking
What
with
do you
her.
gotta talk to her with?
I look around to the group.
About
like,
tattoos.
Not about with.
Oh,
Sorry, I was subtracting.
As Aelar has his ledger, in front of him.
sorry, I was
No,
still
I was
doing 4
doing
times
it in D&D
6.
Beyond, so.
I was with the Furbolg lady at the bar, which I'm realizing I didn't ask for her name, but also we don't use names, so lucky me.
Is she
I
from
am
the
the-
north like you?
She is not from the north. She is from the south. I hope that was not a double entendre.
Well, it
You
is
know what
now.
that is? Wow.
How do you not know common yet you know complicated linguistics? Like a double entendre.
We don't write much in the north, so we use our superior speaking skills because
Oh look,
obviously
there
I
is
have
something
that.
that's getting us back on track.
I'm gonna lean over to Aelar and I'm gonna say, for your is she your type?
I am not currently seeking intimacy at this moment in my life.
You're telling the wrong people.
I do think I am her type though.
I mean, June can make things twice as big.
I'm gonna turn to Cthulhu. Heavier, not
Heavy.
bigger.
Is that
Are you gonna use
don't-
graviturgy on his crotch? Is that what you guys are joking about?
Maybe.
Are you guys? What are you guys 11?
Maybe.
Duty.
Can I? As this is
What do you wanna
happening,
add?
as this is happening, I'm just kind of holding my ale, not meaning to drink it, but just like politely doing this, like.
I look at Ecclesius and I'm like,
I did not get that ale for you. That is for me.
Oh yes, no, please.
Yes.
You wanted
did
sugar
you?
water, they didn't have it.
and then I
Yes.
like pound one beer, which is very unusual for Aelar, and then I'm drinking the second one.
It's really strange how hard it is to get sugar in water at taverns.
I think sugar
Really
is just hard to find, being this medieval economy.
Yes, I figured that would be the cheapest drink, and it keeps me clear. But when you were talking to the, yes,
You do know that sugar is very rare, right?
I don't know.
I'm
I don't.
assuming.
You
I could
weren't
be wrong,
even
but-
old Aelar, before we go chastising in knowledge. You just learned a few hours ago that you live in Falbian.
I'm so impressed that you remember that from last session, by the way. The fact that you were like, wow, nice.
But when you were talking,
What Falbian? I live in the environment. I live with nature.
do you live? No. When you were talking to the lady, when you were talking to the bartender, did you happen to notice her arms? Or any? Did she?
They
Does she
are
have tattoos?
arms. She definitely has arms.
Good, we're getting closer. We're narrowing it down. Did she have anything on them?
Not that I noticed, but I'll tell you what. I might notice later.
Okay, well, when you rendezvous for more drinks, you let me know. But I think we need to get a game plan down. We don't want to be distracted.
Oh, it's not gonna be rendezvousing for drinks, I don't think.
I have no idea. I don't understand euphemisms. My race is very literal, which is why I use euphemisms and metaphors.
Wait, what?
Don't listen to me. I put my hood up slowly and like slowly put my mask on.
I
Just
wanna-
sit there.
Yeah, I want to peek up at the door.
Yep.
Where I saw Lenin go in.
I was looking there the whole
Pat
time.
Ecclesius's head.
Door has not opened.
Okay.
But what do you
I'm
think
gonna
we
once
should do?
again. I'm gonna once again like attempt to lean back and kick my feet up, and then remember again that the seats of these chairs
no
have no
back.
backs, and yeah, kind of straighten myself back up, and then yeah, just look up at the door. And should we just sit here and watch? Wait.
Is it for?
Were we planning on staying here, like getting rooms?
I should have
think-
asked about that.
Can you
I
go
think that's
ask?
a good idea. Yeah, you
Okay.
can go ask. You can probably get a discount.
Well, I think
Probably.
the best one to get a discount would be Aelar. But
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I-
saying. He can.
Out of curiosity, just do any of you know of Verbolg in the south and what languages they speak?
I will think.
Granted, you're the first full world
Okay.
I've ever seen, so no.
He's
well,
not
I,
the first
yeah, I
full
was
world
asking
I've seen.
generally.
I'm
Okay, well,
I'm actually from the north as well, so no.
The North. I've never heard of this strange
This
land.
path of inquiry is failing me.
I just said the north to like kind of. He doesn't even know where Falbian is, so I figured he would
Where's
kind of
Earth?
understand.
well,
But
I
no,
don't
I'm,
know, but
I'm
I know
from
it's flat.
Gudrun.
my idea is that instead of all of us just sitting here, if we have a room that could potentially be next to the one that they are in, that maybe we might be able to hear something.
There is a
What
door
this
on
is
the
about.
their room is on one, like on the very end of the balcony, but there is one next to it. So there is a room next to it.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, Aelar. Go ahead.
Aelar?
No. Ecclesius, go ahead. My bad.
Okay. There's the murmur of the tavern. It's hard to hear everyone. I apologize for speaking
Yeah.
over you. I wanted to just reveal that I have an ability that can shroud the image you see here. Do you think we could isolate the two and maybe speak to them one-on-one? Or should... Because if we are waiting, how would we confront them otherwise?
I think, at least for starters, why can't we just be like, hey, oh, you're in the assembly as well. What a coincidence. What are you doing here? You know, kind of like what I did at the bar.
That is a good
I-
point.
Also,
I do like where your head is at, Ecclesius. Maybe you can talk to your former assembly mate, and June can talk to Lenin. Just like oh hey there, bud.
Hang on. We need
We
to
made
clarify
it.
something. Where did we tell him we were going?
Lenin?
Yes.
I didn't tell him we were going anywhere.
Okay.
He didn't
I,
ask.
I think our general story is we're going east.
Oh yes, I did tell him we were going east.
No, I thought you
East,
told
okay.
the people at the village that we're going further east.
I may have also told Lenin that we were going east,
Okay.
Okay.
but
I
no
think
specifics.
As I am, it's cold in mountains, and I am familiar with that environment. I think I am the guide in this story. The real events. I am the guide. Wink. And
Ecclesia.
I say wink when I wink.
What has gotten into you, Ayla? That the bartender has got you so flustered.
I think it's
Very
the ale.
much. It has been a long time.
I've never seen him drink this much.
Keep in mind, I am over 100 years old, and it has been many years.
Since you've drank?
No,
Or seen
Ecclesias.
another furball.
Yes. all of the
Ecclesias, though, in addition to what Uridan said about your ability, that might come in handy. Do you know if anyone else from your assembly was sent to make contact with your contact?
No. Usually contacts will be specific towards a person. It'll be strange to send two resources for one thing.
So I guess what I'm saying is there something suspicious about the fact that there's someone potentially from your assembly also here in Meadow Springs?
My eyes kind of go wider. Are you suggesting something nefarious is going on?
I have no idea. All I know is that Lenin has the tattoo from the Bureau, and he's speaking with someone that has the symbol of your assembly.
Ecclesius, if I may.
Of course.
Do you recognize that man?
With the hood obscuring face, I did not get a good look at him.
Fair. But how difficult would it be for somebody to get their hands on a cloak with your sigil on it?
Well, as simple
Let's
as
find
it-
out right now. I'm just kidding.
Well, it'd be as easy as taking it off my coat and putting it onto you.
That's kind of my fear, is maybe he won't be so friendly. So maybe we observe first, and I think that Aelar should go request one of those 2 rooms on either side of the room that they are in. Maybe we do some listening and some eavesdropping, and maybe, you know, try and figure out who this person is before you just go up to him and say, "Oh, hi, you are my friend because of your cloak."
Zio, maybe you should go with Aelar. Make sure we get the room, and that
can do
Aelar
that.
doesn't get too distracted.
I don't
Get
get
distracted.
What are you talking? No, no. As I finish my second nail. Wow, it's already gone.
Come on, Aelar, let's go. Let's go.
Wait, my friends, I am now full of doubt. Are you suggesting someone is masquerading as one of my own? And maybe
it's a possibility.
Ecclesius, I don't think I'll look around. I don't think any of us are suggesting anything, but we have to kind of think about the possibilities before we put ourselves in this situation.
But I would argue that sometimes having too many options will completely uproot any sort of motivation. Because
But
now I
that-
have to think if we need to. You must understand that if I was sent for this item and this information, and somebody's pretending to be me or one of my own, and they are not, this has become much more problematic.
Well,
Well,
I'm gonna
let's take one.
attempt to ease. Maybe that is the plan the whole time. Your assembly is already aware. They did not want to burden you with the knowledge. So now you can go in and complete your mission.
You must forgive my discretion, but I must excuse myself for a moment. I will be back. I will not go to do anything with them until I have all of your permission. But I think
Right.
that me being here in plain sight may effectively put us all into danger. So I need to find a quiet place to change.
Are you gonna poop?
That should be our code if we're gonna, because I do the same thing where I change. We should use that as code. We're gonna go poop.
That sounds really badass. I'm going to poop.
I'm not gonna do that.
You know,
Think about it too. No one's gonna ask any questions. If you just say,
I'm glad that worked. I am so glad that
if you
worked.
just say I'm gonna go poop, no one's gonna question that. They're
Zio?
gonna go, he's gotta go
Zio
drop a deuce.
and Aelar, can you guys go get the
Yes,
room?
come on, Aelar. Let's go. Let's go talk to your
I will go.
your cuddly
Oh
friend.
yeah. Yes.
So when they go to get drinks,
Cuddly.
I just want to find. I know it's probably pretty populated, but even if there is like an outhouse or something that where I know I can at least block the line of sight from people.
Yeah, you could probably dip
I would-
outside fairly quickly, go behind the building, something like that, and cast disguise self.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to. So I excuse myself, and then I'll make my way
Okay.
into the back.
You head
I
outside, and
sit-
when you head outside, that humidity immediately hits you again. Your vision being obscured by the mist as you head around the side of the building.
Yeah, and were there other like bar maidens or anybody in there besides the Firbog behind the?
Not that you took
bar?
note of.
Okay. Well, I'm going to search my memory as I have like leather straps that kind of go all up my forearm, and I'm going to start removing one as I'm focusing on the image of like one of the bar patrons. As I pull up my sleeve, you see a bunch of different tattoos, but there's one specifically with the circle rune of my esoteric assembly, and I put my claw on it and spin it counterclockwise ever so faster as it starts to light up, and then it just goes woof, like over my whole body as I turn into just a very simple, easily forget about, just Caucasian, blonde, dirty-faced, like just an average citizen with modest clothes on, and then I'll walk back into the tavern.
Okay. Very well. As you walk back into the tavern, all your friends are sitting at the table as Zio and Aelar get up to go to the bar. As you walk back to the table,
Aelar's not going to the bar. He's going to the bartender.
Dank bartender.
That's why I suggested that Zio accompany.
you all notice a discount Zio walk up to the table.
A
discount
Zio.
Do not be alarmed. It's me.
Get out of here!
Wow. You,
I don't want what
that
you're
was a
selling.
pretty heavy deuce you dropped.
Yeah, I dropped a whole race and clothes and all of this.
A whole race.
Exactly.
All right.
But the reason why I have done this, I can only hold this for an hour. I have to cover bases. Well, I am part of an assembly that is not secretive. We also must keep a level of discretion, because the information and items we seek, we aren't the only ones looking for them.
So what you're telling me is you need to poop every hour.
God damn it. No. What
this
is
is with the
about
campaign.
this about this
Not
place that
serious.
makes so many goofy people out of you?
Come on, Aelar, let's go. Let's go.
You
get
haven't left yet?
A bartender.
I know. I'm like, come on.
So as
trying to
Aelar,
get Cannon.
Aelar and
The two of you are
Zio
going.
walk up to the bartender, and Zio's the first one she sees. Yeah. Oh, hey.
I'll
Welcome.
just take a step
going?
back. I won't even say anything.
Would you like another drink?
I like consider it, and I'm like, oh no. Where do you have rooms here?
Oh, of course.
Multiple. Some obviously one for me, obviously, but I'll be alone in that room.
Noted.
But also we need 5 others for my group.
Sure, I can.
I'll kind of like tap on Aelar's. I'm guessing.
Yes, this
Hip
one
is
as well.
kind of
He is
where I
in our
would-
group.
Oh.
No, we want specific rooms. Remember, Aelar.
Oh, we did. Yeah. Which specific rooms?
I'll point to the 2 on the opposite sides of
Well, there's only one on the opposite
the
side.
specific. I thought you said that there's one.
No,
on both
they're
sides.
on the
Okay,
wall,
I
so
just
there's one on the
bribed
opposite side.
whichever
Very well.
rooms
Yes,
they
those
had
are
talked about.
available.
Excellent. Then those ones.
Except, unfortunately, there's only, and she looks at you, Zio, 1 bed per room.
I don't think Aelar here will have an issue with that. I'll step back.
No, that's not an issue.
Sure. That will be
Any
7.
guest in my room can sleep on the floor. I'm
Very
just
well.
letting
That'll
you
be 7 copper per room.
know. 7 copper per room. 7 times 6 is
More math.
Math.
That is
7 times
math.
6 is math.
That
That's
is
true.
correct.
42. So 42 copper. That's 4 silver. 2
Show off.
copper. I got that.
Can I try and sneakily hand Aelar 5 silver?
All right.
I want to do this without her seeing.
Stealth check.
I
Trying to be a
This isn't
wingman.
gonna go well, but
I just
yeah, I'm trying to
grabbed
be a
the
wingman
silver
here.
from my pouch and I handed to her.
As you
because
go
I
to
have-
grab from
okay.
your pouch and he tries to slip you silver, make a stealth check.
Me?
No, Zia.
Oh,
Yeah, this is gonna look really dumb because I have disadvantage too. Crap.
It's okay. You're little. We won't. You're like
Well,
way. We
First
gotta
roll
look
was the
way
worst,
below the
anyways.
same.
Aelar, she's
Where's
not looking
my
at your eyes,
stealth?
buddy.
Is this sleight of hand or stealth?
This is sleight of hand.
Okay, well, then I wouldn't have disadvantage, but it's alright because my first roll sucked anyways. So that's 5.
As Zio's like gives a upbrow like, I got this, and you like pull the coins out of your pouch and they kind of get stuck on your chainmail, and then the chainmail clinks and then the coins clink, and you like catch them and then like put them under Aelar's hand.
Oh, you've got it covered?
Yeah, I have it covered, and I hand the silver back to him. And I try and make sure she notices this. So I hand the stuff back to him, and then I take out the 4 silver, 2 copper. Is that correct?
You're so gracious,
Actually, I'm just gonna
Aelar,
make
thank
it.
you.
Gonna make 5 silver pieces. 5.
Very well. She hands you nothing, because why would they lock the doors? And she says the rooms are yours. And as she takes the coin from her hand lingers, and she goes, I'll meet you later.
Yeah, I'm sure you know where my room is.
She does. She
Except
just
we
gave
got
it to
5
you.
of them, and she might not know which one is yours.
Whichever
sorry.
room,
Sorry.
whichever room is the furthest, like, away. That's
Okay.
that room.
Okay.
I want to make
I'll
her
be in
walk
the,
5
the
extra feet.
far.
Very well.
Aelar, you don't want the middle room?
Nope.
Okay, my bad. Well, another round of drinks, Aelar? What do you say?
Yeah. You got the silver for that one? I've brought it around. Now I think it's your turn.
I believe so. I will step up. Excuse me, madam.
Yeah.
He would like. We would like some drinks. We would like some drinks. He's paying. That's why he's asking you.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. She's kind of torn on how she wants to answer. What would you like?
Do you have wine?
I might have some in the cellar.
That's fine. Just ale's good then.
Okay, are you sure? I could go try to find it.
No, don't want to trouble you at all.
Alright. 4 copper. For however many you want. Well, nope, per
5.
however many.
5. That would be 5 ale, 2 silver pieces.
2. Okay, I'll hand over the 2 silver. And do you happen to have any water with some sugar?
Why is that so popular today? No.
No. Okay.
It's someone.
No.
It's someone in our group. He wants sugar water. I don't know. Commoner or not commoners.
What, do you have
humans,
milk?
Am I right?
What?
Neither of those things.
Why would I have milk? I don't have water.
Fair. I'm just
What
trying
about
to think
catnip?
what
Do you have
Ecclesius would
catnip?
Wait a minute!
He grew up in a
What
very nice
about
place.
what about milk?
Causes conflicts often.
I
Seem
mean,
to
I'm
nimbly
sure
move
that the
between the
wine
feet.
is sugary. I'm sure that the wine is sugary if you want me to go check. If it would please your party member.
I think he will be just fine how he is.
They need to toughen
In
up.
fact, does she provide the ale?
Yes, she gives it to Aelar.
Okay. Oh, I will grab all of the ale from Aelar and say, I will take these off of your hand. You just have a good time, and I will walk back to the table
Well,
and
I
leave
take
Aelar there.
I take one ale because
Oh,
one of
yeah.
them is
Oh,
mine.
yeah, you might want that.
Yeah, and I say, when did you say you got off again?
A couple hours. Don't worry, I'll find you.
Yeah, all right, we'll do.
Why is Aelar?
Why don't you, in the meantime, go visit the springs, maybe, if you have time?
So actually, question about that. Friend of mine, he found it quite dangerous. The spring in the front. Are they?
Oh,
Can you
well,
swim
why?
in the
No,
springs
you
or
don't
no?
swim. That's basically a cesspool. No, there's the spring house.
Oh, so you go to? Okay, does it cost money to go in?
Yes.
Guess. Okay. Well, I'm just asking. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're in the same way. I'm not used to all these things I gotta pay for.
Well, I mean, and if you like a fancy to do, there's a higher echelon one.
Do more interesting people go to those ones?
More rich people.
Common is not my first language.
I can tell.
It's Elvish, if you were wondering.
I wasn't. And she gives you a
He just
wink.
wants your body. Does not care what you think, Aelar.
Yeah.
She wants AC, you know what I mean.
Air conditioning?
All right.
Armor class.
Yep.
Oh,
She'll beat my AC every time.
Write it down.
You gotta roll to hit that.
You
Um,
There's our
my
next.
AC.
Oh.
There's our next Twitch clip right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
God.
leave?
See every time.
Do you leave?
Alright.
DM,
She said
do
the
you
bartender-
leave?
Please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll have to check the yeah. Cheers.
I feel like the
And then I
big
go and I
bad during
tell
all
the-
this
the
time is
group,
already won.
Yeah, so apparently there's spring houses, and that's where you go and enjoy the springs. So that's something to do.
Did you get rooms?
Yes, we did. Yes, here are the keys, and I make sure I get. Or no, there's
We-
no keys. I tell them the room
Aelar.
numbers and all that.
You're smitten with love. I can see it in your face.
Oh, it's not love. It is distraction, but it is not love.
Do your... Never mind. I only
Let's
have
not
about
get
15
specific.
minutes left with this spell.
Yeah.
You still have about 45 minutes.
It's been already 45 minutes?
No,
No,
I
he
said
said
you
you
have
have
45 minutes.
Oh, I was just teasing about how long that conversation was.
Did you get the rooms?
Yeah, we got the.
Yes, it's the. And I tell them the rooms that we
Did
got.
you get my
and
sugar
I get
water?
the one on the far away.
Okay, I stand up and I say, I don't know which one you got, but I'm gonna go use the one that's next to the one that they're in. If anybody else wants to come and try to see if we can hear anything.
I'm coming with.
Yeah, I'll come and I'll set a glass of ale down in front of Ecclesius. There you go, got your sugar water, and I will run off with the rest of the people.
Before we go, though, I will look at Ecclesius and say, I don't know if you planned on, going up to their room in your disguise.
Yes.
But if you do so, just know that we will be right next door. If you need something, I guess we can come up with a safe word.
Pineapple?
Pineapple.
And then I
always
will.
pineapple.
It's
Can
always
I-
pineapple because pineapple's gross. But we'll start going up to, or I'm gonna go to the room next to theirs.
Okay. Does everybody
I
else
will
go
go-
up too? Sorry.
I want to
Yeah,
go
I'm
to
going
their
front.
door.
Knowing that I am a distinctive figure, I'm not gonna go up.
Yeah.
Was Ecclesius going up? Because I was
Yes.
also gonna keep him company if he was staying down. Oh,
I'm staying down
no.
with Aelar.
okay, then I'll stay down here with her then.
So is it just June and Ecclesius going up then?
No, Cthulhu.
And
Cthulhu and
Zio.
Zio.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to go to their actual door. I think
Okay.
they were going to their rooms.
So
Yeah,
everybody
well,
goes
I'm-
to the room next to the figure's room.
Correct.
As you can tell, the walls are pretty thin. You do hear some mumbling. Ecclesius, you go up to the door. You hear some
And then,
shuffling. And it goes quiet.
I'll knock again. Oh, I made my dog bark.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you hear Rogue.
You hear a dog on the inside of the door. No.
There aren't any rogues in this group.
Huh?
Just,
Our dog name is Rose.
just the puppy.
You hear
the-
hear some creaking, and it gets a little bit louder as you hear the door unlock, and it cracks open,
So they do lock.
and you see just the sliver of someone's face. What?
I do not mean to disturb you, but I believe you have company of someone who is part of my family. May I join you?
You still look like the discount Zio.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. You're
I
wrong.
sound so
Theo.
deep and sexy, and I look like a boy.
You're wrong.
Wait, does he look like a discount Zeo how I currently look, or
Yes.
discount Zeo at his prime?
Prime.
Zeo is still
As he replies to you,
older.
you're wrong. No, you can't.
Okay. And I'll back up and I'll go to June's room.
The door
Have a
shuts
good
and
evening.
like as you like have a good, it shuts and locks again. As June, you are able to hear this. Cthulhu and Zeo, all of you in the room are able to hear this. If you're really intently trying to cup to the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
I was gonna say. Is I
exactly
have a cup in my mess kit, and I am like cupped to the wall.
Okay,
So
well,
you
yeah, you just hear, but everybody else that just walks up to the wall can hear it.
Well,
If you're smart, you would put Spork to the wall.
You're like, this is, you're looking at all that, like, you guys are stupid. They're really looking for army guys. And just, but it actually doesn't work, and so you just go up to it normally.
I act like it worked though.
Alright.
I'll knock on their door. Just to go in.
Okay. As you head in, you shut the door behind you. You hear, all of you, Ecclesius, as you go up to the door, you'd hear as well. Who was that? No one. And where were we? Anyway, you know what I'm asking for is a fair price for the beasts. And you hear another voice say, I'll go no more, and no moon over 15. You hear a heavy sigh from Lenin. Fair enough. However, if you're able to help me with one more task, it's in line with your skills. We could go higher. Lenin replies, I'm listening. And the mysterious voice, there's a man hiding out here, a former member of your own, if I'm not mistaken. Like you, he once held your moniker on his form, and it's blacked out. He takes the mantle of the town's blacksmith. Deal with him and I'll double the moons you receive. What's his name? Unknown, but he goes by Brick. It'll be done. And you hear a... What?
I cast Detect Magic. I can detect anything magical within a foot, like...
What's the casting time?
It's instant. It can go up to 10 minutes.
Does it say one
It's an
action? Okay.
One action.
You cast it. You get a heavy level of pings of magical energy coming from one side of the room. As you hear creaking going, and you hear the door unlock and somebody head out, and you hear right before the door opens, you hear a and all the magical energy you were sensing disappears.
I go peek stealthily to see who's walking out and who has the magical aura.
As you are peeking out, you see Lenin heading down the
And he's the one
Okay.
like radiating the energy.
No, radiating energy is gone now.
Okay.
To clarify, buddy, only Lenin left the room. Is that what you said? Or
Correct.
was
And
it
then
Lenin?
you all heard a
Okay.
Would I recognize that sound, or at least have an idea of what that would be?
make an Arcana check.
Are we all in the same room? Or
Yes.
did we really get 6 separate rooms?
You got
Well,
6
we
separate rooms,
have
but
our
you're all in the
rooms,
same room
but-
right now.
Except for Aelar and
How
I
big are
are
these rooms?
still downstairs.
Nine.
Correct. I'm just saying that there are 6 separate rooms. 9 doesn't really pique your mind. It sounded like fire.
Okay. I'm gonna immediately turn to Ecclesius, and I'm gonna say that I think that blacksmith is your contact, and I think that we need to move fast if Lenin is heading for him.
I'm on it. And I'm gonna, like put my forearm up and like tap my forearm
Okay.
to drop my disguise self. And then, I will make haste and try to, so is it like a balcony that goes up to where all like the rooms are lined?
So if you were to walk out, it's like a balcony overhanging where you can look out upon the rest of the... it's an L shape.
Okay.
So...
So,
But- Before you leave, though, I just wanted to say one more thing, that you should go to your contact, and we can try to stall Lenin.
That is a fine idea. I am swift and nimble.
Meanwhile, me and Erden. So it's just been so long. I'm kind of nervous. What do you think?
As you notice, as you're having this conversation, you see Lenin kind of hastily making pace out across the balcony.
We got time for that later. Look who's coming down.
I only have a couple hours to prepare.
Just make sure you powder your biscuits, okay?
Did you say butter her biscuits?
No, some powder his biscuits.
Powder my biscuits. Yeah.
Because you want it
You
dry.
want to butter her biscuits? You gotta powder
Try that
them.
shit out.
Yeah, as dry as possible.
You want it
It's
dry.
very humid here, guys. Remember this.
Family members watching the stream, and they're like, nah.
They gotta click and tell everybody they're 18. Yeah, they know what they signed up for.
Okay. Ecclesius, are you heading
Anyways.
Yes, I need to make haste. I will walk outside of the room, and I don't want to be sprinting right off the bat to be like, incognito. Do I see Lenin walking down the stairs, or is he still on
he's
the
at about the
platform?
end of the balcony as he's like quickly passing people, kind of doing the Altair, like get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, I will try to. As I see him doing that, I want to turn to June. Is there any way you can get into the minds of one of them down there and start a fight, or get them to be distracted to get Lenin's attention?
I got that.
Well,
And I cast command.
It's literally talking to June. I asked June to specifically do one of her specific things. You're just like,
nope.
I
got
mean,
it.
Cthulhu is standing behind.
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah,
we're all
well-
right there.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
is there anything that you all can do to, as I'm kind of like walking and talking like over my shoulder? We need to get him.
Let June have
stuff.
a moment.
Well, no, I'll pull Cthulhu with me, and we'll kind of go up to the balcony, and I'll point to two guys that are maybe like at the staircase, like at the end of the staircase, and I'll say, I'm gonna get that one mad at that one. You make that other one hit him, and I
got it.
will telepathically, like in the mind of the I'll just picture two guys kind of like talking or something with some ales. I don't know, DM, you tell me. But in his mind, I'm gonna tell him he thinks you're a little bitch. And
By the way, when you say that, they're kind of laughing. He just goes
And I cast command and say, command and make
like
him
big old
approach the
tooth sticking out. Just
guy. And then I cast command and make him walk towards him.
all right. He has a
Okay.
wisdom save on that, right?
Yeah, wisdom save.
What is your command word?
Approach.
Cool.
Okay.
At the same time, I look at Erden and say, "Let's go to the door."
Literally a 1. Literally a 1.
Yeah.
I want to
Good
be.
idea.
I want to.
Fun
Yeah.
battle.
I want to keep pace and be about 10 feet behind Lenin or so, and then once I see any distraction, I kind of want to just not like bull rush through, but kind of like excuse me, to get by them if I have that opportunity.
Okay. As you think he thinks you're a little bitch, and then the other guy, you can't see his facial expression, but just like goes like his back just becomes erect and just like takes a step forward, and the other one's like, yeah, and just throws a punch at him. And he like punches him in the face, and then the guy, it fails, the command ends, and he looks up and he punches him, and then they start going at it, and then somebody behind them gets mad, and Lenin somehow is in the center, and one punches and accidentally hits Lenin, as another
God.
one, as you just hear another one screaming from like below the balcony, watch out, watch out, watch out, as one like runs up and just grabs the head of one of them and just like slams him onto the ground. And then you hear another one up the stairs go, oh my god! Oh my god!
It's pandemonium.
As like a bunch of people start running up and down the stairs to get into this fight, and Lenin seems to be caught in the center. Ecclesius, it's probably gonna be hard to get down the stairs.
Then I'm gonna do some
and say, can you jump?
I'm gonna try to do something sweet, because we all try to play it safe because we're worried about looking like idiots. I want to try to jump and like slide down the handrail. Like,
Okay. All right.
do a thing on the rail.
It's called a grind, bro. Some guy next to you, and you're like, I'm gonna do a thingy on that rail. He says it's called a grind, bro.
Before dang it, D&D Beyond. Before that happens, could I? Oh no, that's not the right spell. Actually, yeah. Let's do it this way instead. No, I'll do that. I'm sorry. I got like 2 ideas. I
That's
forgot that I had
fine.
feather
Alright,
fall.
so,
and I was gonna be like,
as you
"Ooh,
go
now I
to
found a
do
way."
a grindy thing on the rail, bro, make an acrobatics check and then a performance check.
Well,
About to do a Smith grind down that rail.
yeah. I'm gonna pull out the big die.
All right. I got my jacket loaded up with LRB. Yep.
That's 16 for acrobatics.
Okay. And performance
is my other one.
Yep.
And that is a 9 for performance.
All right, you manage to as you go up, you kind of quickly like jump up on the rail like a captain of a ship, and then you like let go slowly, and then just and you manage to get down as you go to fall, and you put your hands on 2 of the guys' heads and push them into the crowd as somebody like as you push their heads in, 2 people like put them in chokeholds. And now it just looks like a and now it just looks like a cartoon fight where it's just smoke and then there's like a leg and an arm.
I'll go out the door and I will make
Uridan
haste
and
just-
Aelar,
See a
you watch
someone
this.
gets suplexed outside of it.
Aelar and Uridan, you watch him doing this.
Okay.
So
I'm just
while
like-
this is going down, like as soon as June and Cthulhu start doing their magic stuff, I step up next to them and try and help. And you see Zio just grasp his wrist again and focusing just in the middle of this group of people.
No.
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 No, you're alright.
Yeah, no, my eyes squint and I'm just focusing real hard.
Roll a
I do try
percentile
to
die.
stop him.
Wait,
And-
hold up. You know that Lenin's in the middle, right?
Wait, are you shooting a fireball?
Make a percentile die. Just
You're not there
roll
anymore.
a percentile die.
All right.
Hey, I mean,
Well-
if all D&D memes are right, we're a bunch of bitches if we don't burn a tavern down at least once in our campaign.
As Ecclesius sprints out of the room, Zio, what'd you roll?
39.
Good.
All right. As you guys,
Yeah.
as June and Cthulhu, you're standing there. As like in between your heads, just slowly you see. And then you see heat waves happen, but Zio nothing's.
No.
And then you just see another hand. As
You guys
Good
are
times to
probably
go.
here. No, you guys are probably here. Fireball.
Dragon Zord.
as you guys see this heat radiating off, and you hear a small.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna try to like grab his hand very carefully. No, not right now, Zio.
He, like-
I put my shield over his hand,
Okay.
I was
exposing my
trying to help.
forearm like that.
That is for another time. I think right now, if you have any ideas to escalate the situation down there without being obviously magic or burning the whole place down. You are a good fighter after all, right?
I mean, not so good of one that you thought I could arm wrestle well, but I could do something.
I didn't mean anything by it. And look, I got Cthulhu poisoned.
Yeah, that's
I'm also strong.
tends to happen to him a lot.
I can also kick your ass, but it's fine.
Well, this time Cthulhu did get poisoned, so next time, Zio.
Fair enough.
So you just want me to go jump in the middle of that? And should I like try fighting what's his face, Lenin?
No.
No, I think I have an idea. I'm gonna try to get Lenin's attention and get him to come back up here.
Oh, you're gonna like call for him?
Lash it? What?
Like, hey, we made it. You know, we're here.
I mean,
Thanks for
why
giving
not?
us monies. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Right? No, look at Cthulhu. What do you think?
Depends on how you're trying to get his attention.
Just like, and I'll look down at the staircase. Lenin! And I'll also like telepathically in his mind.
So he does hear
Remember
you
me?
say, "Remember me?" But there's so many people, it's hard for you to see Lenin.
Is he like 6'8"?
No, he's like 6 foot.
Do I see Aelar and Uridin?
Yes, they are both
Are-
sitting there, and you see Urdin making like a cupping motion and going like this.
Wait, what
Oh,
am I
to
doing?
powder.
Powder his biscuits. Get all the way around, all the way around. Not you're
I
just
don't-
getting the front. Get the back
I
too.
don't know what that means.
Like he's actively dropping trow on the table and you're showing him.
I'm gonna look at Zio and Cthulhu real quick, and I'll be like, does Uridin ever give you like weird hand motions? And then like,
I've never seen that one.
like
As a
I
guy,
don't.
would I know what that means?
Cthulhu, you're not that old. You wouldn't know.
I'm 20. Shut the fuck up.
You're a religious man. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You did that at some point.
Hey, now. Never mind.
You're
So,
a monster.
Ecclesius, as you sprint out of the door, into the humid air, where would you like to go?
As I step out and I just hear just a fuck of commotion behind me. The distraction was fantastic. As I want to try to play back as fast as I can in my memory of Uridin and I walking the streets and see if I can't see it from where I am, an obvious sort of blacksmith. I'm looking for like a smelter or a forge or something that would indicate a blacksmith.
Okay, make a quick perception check.
A quick perception check. This I can do for you, DM.
Do I recognize that is the discount Zio that I'm looking for?
He dropped his disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw
Yeah.
actual Ecclesius.
Oh,
Oh.
if that's the case, and then he's kind of booking it towards the door, I feel like
I'm already
I
out the
would-
door, but
Yeah, I'm tapping Aelar and I'm saying it's go time.
It's
Oh
go
yeah,
time.
me and him. I would go with
Alright,
Uridin.
as you also, and then Ecclesius, as you're
Love
looking
it.
around, Uridin and Aelar behind you.
22.
While you're describing
22.
how to
You
powder
do
my
notice.
balls.
Let me see if I can. If this will translate well, it
Some
does.
some people.
You notice in roll 20,
We'll talk about
the blacksmith is right here.
We were referring to them as biscuits.
I just like how some people like crack their knuckles, some people stretch their neck before they fight. You powder your balls.
Yeah.
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
We do this in the north.
It's cold, don't
If
you
they
know?
get wet, they freeze.
So if are you making haste to save someone's life?
Yeah, I'm trying to sprint, but roll 20 is just it's fucking up for me. Okay.
Very well.
I see it.
As all of you sprint there, you get there and you see a man with where is it? I'm sorry.
With eyes.
Usually
It'd be funny
a
if he
lip.
actually.
With a face.
He was blind.
There we go. You see a man or a dragonborn man with scales, sharp scales going down his back. He is black in colored scales. His tail is long, and as he walks to one side of the blacksmith, you can see it leaves a trail behind. You can tell that his tail has a lot of weight to it. He looks fairly older than you.
I will approach, not even winded, but I'll stop and I'll say, Brick, and I'll hold my forearm up, showing the Esoteric Assembly tattoo. I believe you have information for me. Can we go inside?
And who are your friends?
My friend.
Oh,
Hi.
This
Damn, you-
I have no
run
idea
really-
how you didn't notice me. I guess I have very soft feet, apparently.
you run really fast, by the way.
Thank you.
Very fast.
I'll turn back to Brick. I can introduce them. I would prefer if you and I were one-on-one if you do not want them with you. I'm kind of in a weird spot right here. Aelar, Uridin, this may need to be a
Yes.
private conversation.
That is fine. We can stay outside. Or wherever you wish.
Very well. Come in. As you hear his footsteps on the clay below, just as he opens the door, as his tail scrapes across the wood as he goes in.
As I shut the door behind me, I'll take my hood off and my mask, and I'm Ecclesius. I've been sent by the Esoteric Assembly because you have information regarding an item.
Are you discreet?
As always. The only people that know of me, and actually they don't even know what I am looking for. So yes, I've been very discreet.
You weren't followed, right?
Well, clearly I was, but not by anybody. Well, I mean, yes, I was, but it was the group that has helped me get here.
Very well. What do you seek?
The Eye of Bur, sir. You know of its location, yes?
I know a stepping stone.
And the information that will lead me to procuring this item will help me greatly.
Yes. As on the outside, Uridin and or on the inside of the bar, June, Zio, and Cthulhu, you notice Lenin actually break free out of the crowd finally after about 15 minutes, and he heads for the door.
Question: can command? Can they tell where the source of the command came from?
I turn to Uridan.
So, as we were talking about before,
Yeah, so you have your biscuits nice and dry, and now what you need
Yes.
to do, you have to air out your pits and your chest. Just air it out.
of course, yes.
Eric.
And then I think you might want to rub leaves on you.
Like cedar. Cedar smells very good, musky. You know, it smells
Yeah.
good. Yes, cedar.
Exactly.
I would say yes if they saw you cast it.
And he's facing away from me, right?
Correct. He's
I
about
point at him.
probably about 100 feet away.
I point at. Oh, never mind.
So Davis, hang on. So when you said yes, was that a yes? They do know the source.
If they would
Yeah,
see
if they're
you
looking
cast
at him.
it, yeah.
If he's 100 feet, then I can't do anything.
If you want, you can make a dexterity check.
4.
18.
Hop the railing.
To see if you can go before he does. Well, no. What's your full movement?
30, so it'd be 90 in total. See if it
Yeah, and then
counts.
you yeah. Either way, you still want to be able to get range then.
Yep. Okay.
So he does open the door and exit. If the three of you would like to try to get off of the balcony, we can come to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Because even in Roll20 you can see it's a very short trip. Uridin and Aelar, you notice
Lenin.
start walking up to all of you, or to the two of you. Like you can tell he's like
Oh,
kind of like
that-
he's kind of like going like this, and
I'll tap Aelar on the chest a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll kind of stand like in front of the door, and I'll say, "Hold on, friend. There's a line."
Yes. Yes, great idea. I should ask him. Sir, how would you prepare for a date intimately?
aren't you two from the cave?
I do not
no.
come from a cave, but I have slept in a cave recently.
What the big guy said.
I need to get in there. I have a business matter with the smith.
Okay.
He's not here right now. He's, I don't know, pretty busy somewhere. We were gonna talk to him to get our swords sharpened.
Make a deception check.
Come on, baby.
Come on, Aelar.
Nice lie. Come on.
Can I hold to help him? Can I hold out my axe? Because it'd be weird for me to have a bow on my back and need something sharpened.
I would say because of
my arrow sharpened.
I would say because of the spur of the moment. We'll see. I mean, you can still do that, but I would not give him advantage on it.
Can he help me in any way, shape, or form?
I just tried. It didn't work.
Oh, no.
It's a 7. A 7.
Could be worse. As he goes, please move.
Listen, friend. He's in there with somebody else. They're doing some sort of.
He puts his hand on his sword.
Oh God.
Oh, so you are really gonna fight me just for this? Come on.
Listen,
You can wait an hour.
sir, I believe it was Lenin. They're having a discussion. Let them have their discussion. You can talk to him after.
Ecclesius, Brick does not seem to notice, but you notice this commotion going on outside.
Brick, I do not want to be hasty, but I need to be. There is somebody looking for you that is part of the bureau, and I know that you left. You fled. I won't ask you the reasons why, as it will take too long. But time is of the essence.
How did they find me? Did you bring them here?
I did not bring them here. They found you serendipitously. It is a coincidence. It is bad timing.
He goes over to some shelves, and you can see him start going through stuff very hastily. And as he does this, you can see because his skin is pure black, you can see on the inner side a white, what looks to be band going around the inside, probably about 5 inches wide on the inside of his forearm.
As he's rifling through his things, I look out the. Is there a window that I can see them, or I just hear the commotion?
Yeah, there's a window behind you. It's shuttered, so you could try to open it if you like.
Well, I'll just kind of lean my head toward. This is just for flavor for the conversation. I'll just kind of lean my head in and hear them trying to stall for time, and then realizing that my newfound friends are helping me do this.
There is one thing. They said that you might have information that would lead to someone who executed their friends, bearing the same mark. He had the glaive, a magical glaive. Does this ring a bell to you? Do you know anything of this person?
There is no time. And he walks over, and at this point you see that he has now a very crude leather strap across his chest, and you see a sword on his back. Get me out of the city, and I'll answer any questions you have. You have to protect me if you want what you seek.
Is there a back door?
Yes.
I suggest you take it, and we need to make haste. We can't. I don't know this area.
We'll be leaving town. Is there any way to let your friends know where to meet us?
No.
He said. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna yell "fuck."
Do you do that? He opens his mouth to speak.
No, in Jeremy's voice.
Oh, he says, all right, very well. I'm going to leave out the back door. Cover me. I'll be behind... God, what is their name? It's a large section of springs. They're walled off. The rich people go there. Meet me in the very back on the outside of the city. We'll go from there. I'll give you about 15 minutes before I leave.
I will find you there.
And then as he goes out the back door, I want to go back out the front door, the one from which we entered.
Very well. He puts a brown cloak on and drapes over it, kind of like a wedding gown, drapes very long and even covers his tail as he opens up the back door and doesn't even shut it and just starts walking out. As you head out the front door, you walk up to Uridin and Aelar trying to negotiate it, and the sword is halfway out. Go ahead.
Sorry, before I open the door, I wanted to close my eyes and say,
focus on your own ability, and it will get you through anything.
And I want to cast Enhance Ability on myself and give myself Eagle's Splendor, which is going to give me advantage on charisma checks, and then then I will walk out.
Okay. What's the duration on that?
That the duration on it is concentration up to 1 hour.
Very well.
As I walk out, I just want to appear flustered, and just like he's not here.
Alrighty.
What? You said he was here.
He was supposed to be here, but there is no one here. I looked everywhere inside.
Oh. Tough luck, Lenin.
Before we continue with that and I get to the check, Zio, Cthulhu, and June, what are you doing?
Walking towards the blacksmith.
So yeah, I don't know.
Are you guys are jumping over the balcony or making your way through the brawl?
I'm gonna
Brawl
try.
still going on.
Yes. It is a
big
bar
dust
fight
cloud.
in Suplex City.
I am going to try to gracefully lower myself from the balcony.
Alright, make an acrobatics check.
Can I put in?
found a way.
Can I put in a vote that this episode title is called Suplex City?
What was it?
I think we
DM?
already have an
Athletics.
episode called that.
Or acrobatics. Acrobatics.
Acrobat.
I'll
19.
Suplex City Part 2.
19, nice.
19.
Alrighty. You will
Nice
take
team. Wait.
half of 6, so you take 3 bludgeoning damage as your ankles hurt.
We like haven't even seen combat, and I'm down 3 points or 4 points already.
It's more than 10 feet.
No,
Can
it's
I
because I
try-
stuck my finger in the stupid spring too.
Can I try to crowd surf?
Oh, that's
people? Like, you jump off and crowd surf.
You can certainly try.
Yes.
Definitely gonna
I'm
do
going
it.
to point out that crowd surfing requires
Alright.
the cooperation of other people.
As you run,
Sometimes.
sprint and jump into a bar fight,
Yes, please.
you get
Cthulhu would
absolved
join a mosh pit.
into the bar fight.
Shit.
We are going to get to that ass kicking in a minute.
Oh, God.
Zio.
Yeah, I'm going to look at my 2 options that were both taken already.
By the way, you see June and she squats up on the rail, goes over, leans herself down, and you just hear a shit at the bottom. And then you see Cthulhu, fuck it, and just dive into the crowd.
Zio, you gotta do the classic chandelier swing or something like that.
Oh, no. I already know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pull myself over the railing and hang, like, over the railing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look for the person that looks like they deserve it the most in this crowd under me.
Wait, the bar
Where's
fight,
she
like the
for?
big stair brawl? That one?
No.
Okay.
Like a swanton
I'm
bomb.
assuming... Yeah, I'm assuming there's people underneath the balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to drop down on one of them. Just fucking
All right,
elbow.
describe how you drop, lay
Yep.
down and try to
Yep,
Oh my
just
God.
straight.
make an athletics check.
All right, that's the one I wanted.
I was totally
Alright.
expecting Zio to be like, "Don't you know who I am?" Like that was gonna be his.
Just 19
18.
straight persuasion
18.
checks.
You jump and you do land on someone. Make a con saving throw as you jump off a balcony onto a human.
Oh God.
All right.
Humans would deserve it the worst.
Oh hell yeah. That's a 19 plus 2, so 21.
Awesome.
Get it.
You take half of 3, so you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. As June, as you like shit, and you just look next to you, just poof, and just take it out. As this guy is now just.
I just look at Zio and I'm like,
I'm gonna stand up,
Damn.
brush myself off.
I believe.
and
I
Let's go.
believe that's 30 XP.
let's go.
Cthulhu.
As you hear Leroy.
I get up and I go with Zio.
Very well. As you two run for the door, Cthulhu, are you gonna just try to barrel through this crowd,
Yeah, what's happening?
or are you staying and fighting?
Nah, I'm barreling through the crowd.
Make a strength check, and you're going to take a few opportunities of attack.
Do I see him
You
trying
got it.
to like
They're gonna-
get through?
You see
gonna
him in the
punch him
center
elbow
of
if
the
you
crowd
barrel.
on the stairs, yes.
I am going
Good.
to.
It will be 17 in total.
This would have been happening while you guys were doing your
Wow,
thing.
okay.
So, what was your total?
17.
Alright, so you successfully make it out, and you'll take 3 unarmed attacks.
They're gonna punch plate mail. They're probably gonna take damage.
He has a
They're
face.
nutties.
Yeah. Chainmail and shield.
Yeah.
An 18 plus, we'll just say 1, so 19, a 17 to 18, and then a 3.
I would imagine these guys are proficient with their unarmed
misses.
strikes.
I
I
mean,
would raise up there.
Could I have jumped? Landing?
If you would have described it when you did it, sure, but no, your shield's not up.
Shit! Okay, all of them except for the 3 hit.
Shit.
All right, you take 3 bludgeoning damage as you're running through, just bah, bah, and you're just like fuck. As these heads and you get hit with more, but they're hitting your shield on your back. Someone grabs a chair, and another person grabs a person, and you're just getting hit with any weapon people can find. And yes, somebody picked up a person to hit
people?
you.
Yeah.
Yes, Suplex City. As you do make it out, as you kind of barrel into Zio, as Zio kind of catches you, as you guys exit. So, Ecclesius, deception check with advantage.
Okay. It all comes down to this.
You got this.
Okay.
0.
Okay. Okay. Let's see if I crit. Oh, I didn't, but it was better. 25.
Ooh.
Hit.
And he goes to walk around you to get in the building.
Please.
As he goes in there, he peeks his head in, walks out, and he sits on the side of the brick forge. I'll wait then.
All I needed to do was sharpen some swords. I don't feel right using his equipment if he's not here. And when he comes back, can you let him know that he lost the business of 3 people?
Sure.
Well, you know what we can do? I hear the springs are really nice this time of year. We can all visit together
What?
Yeah.
while we're waiting.
He seems
Oh,
less
sure.
pissed off at you and just more pissed off that he's not here right now.
But yeah, this was a waste of all of our times. So, stranger, I bid you adieu. And if you would please give him the message that he lost 3 patrons' money. But alas, not everything is a winning battle.
And
As
I'll
he crosses
turn
his
so that,
arms.
so that so that Lenin can't see my face, and like to Aelar and Udin, I'll just be like,
I'll just kind of shove my chin up at Lenin as we leave.
As you guys turn around to leave, you see Cthulhu, Zio, and June walking up to all of you.
First of all, I tell Lenin, say, safe travels. Hope all the best if we don't see each other again. Funny how that happens. And then I turn to Cthulhu and June. He's not here to sharpen weapons. Don't know why, but he's not.
Okay.
DM, what time of day is it?
June.
Evening.
Evening?
Yeah.
I would say tell the group then. It's probably a little bit late, don't you think?
Telepathically, I want to ask Ecclesius real quick. Did you get what you needed? And I'll give you the ability to answer telepathically.
I did. We have a short time to go to the the upper echelon springs. Can you inform the rest of them to be discreet?
Okay. I'll kind of turn to Zio as you say it's getting late. And said maybe we should turn in. And then telepathically, Zio said we have more to do, but let's head back into the tavern first.
Do I have the ability to respond telepathically?
Did you say telepathically or verbally?
I'm gonna start heading to the springs.
And then telepathically, I'll
has
ask
half and
Ecclesius,
half.
you said to be discreet. Should we head there while Lenin is literally staring at us?
We have less than 10 minutes now.
Then you go.
I'll see if there's other blacksmith on the edge of town.
Just because you have advantage, deception check.
Oh no, 2 nat 1s.
Bitch, get off me. 22.
Okay.
But I will start making my way to find the springs with the fence and everything that Brick described. So I will start heading around and try to find, or I'll find like the big fence in the back and try to find, or follow it, like the steam and try to narrow it down.
Very well. If you're in roll 20, you as I switch over, you head
So
up
how do I
around
ping?
to here. You just click.
Yeah,
and
that's where I
hold.
wanted to go.
Click and hold.
Oh. You ping
very
all
well.
over the place now.
What are all the rest of you doing?
I just
was
wanted to.
gonna join Ecclesius and heading that way.
I'm gonna follow June, whatever June is doing, because she usually knows what the hell's going on. I'm going to follow.
I was
glad it
gonna
seems
assist.
that way.
I was gonna assist Ecclesius if he was willing to have me.
It's all happening so fast. I'm sorry, guys.
If he was gonna
Well-
have you,
Yeah, like allow me to join him.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna assist him. But if he's kind of like booking off, and then I'll just kind of hang with the group until we all reconvene.
so as a group, what are you all doing?
Well,
Yes.
What?
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
see-
just-
go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna have us all wait so that literally Lenin doesn't see us all go the same direction that Ecclesius is going, and I'll say that to each person individually. Tell them.
You're standing in front of this while he is staring daggers at you. Or are you guys just standing
I'm
in front
gonna
of the
turn away
blacksmith?
from him.
Just
Or well, I'll kind of walk back over to like the door of the tavern, like outside
okay.
the tavern.
Yeah, I'm picturing June just doing this.
Yeah. That is what I do, but I go back over closer to the tavern, away from the blacksmith. To
Very
do
well.
it.
All right, so you all go there. Ecclesius, you meet up and you see Brick. Where? I thought you had a group. We're heading out of town.
I
would here's my plan, DM, is that like I didn't want to leave with
While he's
Ecclesius
watching.
directly. Yes, and like after a couple of minutes, then like I would probably
Gotcha.
turn to whoever's next to me and say, okay, now you guys go, and then
Alrighty, so
like,
one
kinda
by
split up
one,
a little bit.
Ecclesius. Everyone eventually, he goes, oh, okay.
yeah, time is goofy. It's theater of the mind is tricky.
I want to go last
not,
though. Also.
not gonna go on my date.
Yeah.
You're gonna
I'm kidding.
stand that poor furball go.
Hey, remember that time when everybody's favorite character got murdered, and then we didn't find any information because Aelar wanted to get laid? But
guys-
we are running out of time. The person I described that was coming for you was waiting outside.
Then we gotta make haste. Let's go. As all of you, since you have met up, he starts to head you out of town towards the mountain range. And that is where we are going to take a break for the session.
Oh. Why did I think we were ending it all of a sudden? I got so nervous. I was like, no!
So we will be taking a quick break, probably about 15 minutes. We will be back after that. But first and foremost, I don't know how it never popped up, and I feel bad, but Ashy, thank you for the subscription. I don't know where it went. Thank you so much.
What?
I am so sorry. I went through everything and could not find it, but thank you very much. And I apologize that I did not thank properly the first time.
Thank you, Ashy.
Thank you to Joe for the follow. Thank you to Beastwolf for the follow. Thank you. I'm gonna butcher it again. Cericia for gifting a tier 1 subscription to Mori. And thank you, Lilith and Leo, for the follow. Thank you for
Awesome.
everybody that has been here. We'll be about 15 minutes, so make sure you hang out, enjoy the music, and we will be back to find out what Brick has to say about everything. Stay tuned, we will be back.
It'll just be the shield, and then it said that you can beat my anytime,
And yep.
and then I'll have the thing.
Hello again.
And then you can put a sticker with like a ham or right, and then it could be a.
You lost me with the hand.
Jag, we're
Yeah.
brainstorming for you.
You can beat my ham anytime.
Oh,
You can slap my ham anytime.
well.
Anytime. Anytime I have ham, you can slap it.
Come slap this ham.
Okay. All
Son
right.
ham.
To hop back into it.
All right.
As as you all are heading out of the town of Meadow Springs, Brick seems to be very hastily leading you out as he, without speaking much of any word, leads you at a quickened pace for the better part of an hour to some, as you guys start winding up into the crevasses and nooks and crannies of the mountain range itself.
I would do my best to kind of cover our tracks.
Okay, make a survival check.
Perfect merch ideas.
I will also be kind of just like in the back by Uridan, kind of looking over my shoulder, seeing if I can make sure that Lenin isn't following us.
I'm walking with my shield out.
Okay.
17.
Note that.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I put my shield at this point too.
Yeah, you guys seem to cover your tracks fairly well. As you all get into an area that kind of widens out, he goes, "Oh, all right. Yes, we can rest here."
Oh, I probably should have. I just thought of this, but I would imagine I would have thought of while we were going. Can I make sure we're not being followed, like while we're running?
Welcome
That's
to
what we're all
the
doing.
party.
Did you take your
Welcome to the
Did you
not
take your
being
headset
followed
off?
party.
Did you take your headset off?
I have selected her. It was mine. That's why I wanted it to be.
It's my
All right,
idea.
so
Fuck you, Uridan.
Uridan, you have Aelar following, who's stomping on all the tracks you cover, as he has a bunch of leaves and he covers them up again.
God damn it.
What a jacket.
If I see that, I give up and I go to the front of the group.
You know what? I'm glad you didn't get your biscuits powdered today.
So as you all sit down there, well, we can rest. Who is that man? And why did you bring him to my doorstep?
This was an. Sorry, go ahead, June.
No, I was gonna ask if it was okay if I told your friend here, Ecclesius, kind of about Lenin.
By all means, you know more than I.
I'll kind of turn to the Dragonborn. My name is June. It's nice to meet you. All I really know is that my friend here has been looking for you. Lenin is the guy that I think intends to do you harm. I don't know who he was talking to or who instructed him to go after you, but it was someone that we overheard at the tavern ask him to take care of you in such a way. Fortunately for us, it gave us the ability to let Ecclesius know here that you are the person that he's looking for. I don't know how Lenin or whoever told him about you knows about you. The only contact we've had with Lenin was that he found us in a cave after we'd taken care of some beasts, and that's pretty much the only contact we have with him. But I do know that he has the tattoo of the Bureau, and I'm sorry if he's after you. I don't know why.
Well, it's always about a matter of time. But you probably quicken the pace. I don't know. And he starts to kind of pace back and forth.
Do you have someone other than Lenin that you know is after you? Because when we heard them in the tavern, it wasn't just Lenin. Someone instructed Lenin to come after you.
I'm sure the whole guild is.
What guild?
The Bureau.
Okay.
I
What
left their
did
ranks
you-
some time ago.
Oh.
They've been hunting me since. You said you needed something from me. Information about an artifact and something about a friend, yes?
Ecclesius does, yeah.
And
We also,
That information about the friend.
yeah, big Goliath guy with a glaive. It also, actually, this is important information in general. The Goliath, when he killed his friend, there was some sort of black smoke emanating from his chest, and this happened to another man who was assassinated, and that would be also something to learn about, because, what type of magic is that, and also this Goliath, we want to know more about him. I know that is a lot.
Well, I only see one way out of this. Well, I can't leave town, or at least I don't want to. But if this man died, then I'd be free for at least a little while.
Are you referring to Lenin?
Yes, if that's his name. Whoever my contractor is.
Can
What
I
if?
ask-
Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead, Erudin. Forgive me.
I was going to suggest maybe our friend here lures him out to where we are now, and we can take care of him.
Well,
He looks at you. You'll do that. You
I
kill
think-
him for me.
I think before that, though, and I'll kind of look to Aelar and Cthulhu and Urden and Zio, before we get the information that we're looking for, Ecclesius has helped us on our way here, and ultimately Ecclesius is here to talk to. What was your name?
I don't use names anymore. You can call me Brick.
Brick. I think that
Names are overrated.
before we move forward with anything, Brick, Ecclesius has come a long way to get information from you. And if you can give him that information before we move forward onto any other things, I think that should be taken care of. Ecclesius did warn you about Lenin, and I'm assuming he's the reason that we're out here.
I'll make you a deal. You need two things, and I just need one. I'll give you something, and in return you help me kill this man. And then I'll help you with whatever else you need.
Is he after you because you left the bureau?
I can only assume so. I know
Why
secrets.
Is that why he is after you? You know things.
I'm assuming. One does not just leave the guild.
Why did you leave?
It's a long story.
Can I do an insight check to see if he seems legitimately like frightened of Lenin and the reason why he's coming after him, or does he seem like he's trying to get us to do him like a favor that he can't do himself?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Stupid gravity, always getting in my way. What did I say I was rolling? Insight.
Stupid gravity.
Stealth.
Oh, it's actually a plus. Oh, it's a plus 11. Plus my +3, it is an 11.
Okay. It seems like both. It seems like he doesn't know if he could take him alone. As well, and that is probably leading to the fright.
To Brick. I cannot speak on behalf of the others. However, what I require and what they need, I think is worth this risk. I am choosing to trust you, as I assumed I had to in the first place, but you have my boomerang.
It's not an intimidating weapon.
You have my aim.
Well,
And my spork.
And he literally does one of these.
I give you my great. Well, I don't give it to you, but you have my great sword. I think that will be a little more useful.
well,
You have our help.
Don't worry, we can dish out some damage.
He seems to get frustrated. You guys keep saying you can have my.
I kind of want to look around at everybody and say, are we all sure about this?
I think so.
I think we are.
Yes.
But do we
As
want to
long
do
as
this today?
as long as we're all on the same page.
Would we want to do this today, or do we want to do it tomorrow? Or
I don't think we have time to wait. As soon
I
as
don't think
what's his name, Lenin gets eyes on our friend here, he's gonna be a dead man.
yes.
I could also propose that we go back into town, we rest, we find Lenin, and then tell him that we saw him leaving town this way, and then we all get the drop on him, or some of us stay back here.
But we don't. He doesn't know that
go back.
we know those things. How are you gonna tell him? Hey, the guy you tried to kill is up this way, but he doesn't even know you know that.
We could
'Cause he
just tell him that
shouldn't
we
do it.
found the blacksmith.
Brick, do you have any
James
suggestion
obviously
on
looking
luring him
for
out?
him.
Well, where are you in the area? There's an item that I can give you that will help you find what you need. We could do that first. We'll collect ourselves and think about how to go ahead. And
I
then
will say that. Oh, sorry.
what?
One thing with Lenin is that when he approached us in the cavern, he was there with others. And we should remember this, that he is not going to be alone.
Absolutely.
If we can isolate him, it's different.
If we bring him
That's
along.
why-
That should be part of our plan.
That's why I suggested we do it now, because we know he's alone.
Uridin.
Yeah.
Do you remember our conversation that we had about the Bureau?
Yeah.
Do you think now is the proper time to make that judgment?
In this moment, I do.
I think so too. I just wanted to hear what you had to say.
I definitely give a smirk and a nod to Zio.
I'll give him a nod back and turn to the rest of the group. Well, shall we get this item and fish a Lenin?
Yeah. How long do you think this item would take to get?
I have it. We
Yeah,
need,
no,
we need to
even
go
better.
deeper into the mountain. There's a tomb that Ecclesius will need to clear.
I can do this.
I think it is humorous that we told people we would be going to the mountains without thinking we would be going to the mountains, and now we were actually going to the mountains.
Okay, let's get going.
And he kind
So
of.
are we all heading to the mountains, or are some of us going to get Lenin?
Well, we should
No, we're all going to the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
we'll
are
get
staying
Lenin after.
together.
Okay.
Should we take a short rest first? Is that
I could use.
do we have
one
the
of
time
those.
for that? I think some people here look a little bit banged up, and
Is that something we could do? I'll turn to Brick. Is that something that we could do while Ecclesius and you obtain this item, where we're going?
I don't know how long it would take. Depends on.
And he looked at you.
Intelligent your friend is.
Does he have to do it alone?
I'm uncertain. I was not smart enough.
Well, perhaps I could help if the time comes. But if we have the opportunity to rest for an hour, I think that a few of us would feel a little bit more prepared.
Very well, take your rest then.
And he
I
kind of,
will,
kind of like a cat, but he walks and coils his tail and then sits down.
I will go find a spot on the edge of our group and sit down and do some meditation for my short rest.
I will join Zio.
I
be
will-
pro- my short rest.
I'm gonna do a perimeter and make sure no one sneaks up on us.
I ask Rick, and I ask him. I say,
That's black smoke emanating from our friend. Will Lenin have that ability?
What?
We described how our friend, when he was stabbed, there was a black, almost necrotic thing emanating from him that prevented him from being resurrected, actually. And it was quite fearsome. Would Lenin have that magical ability when we face him?
Do I overhear this?
Yeah, you're all sitting in a circle.
Depends on
Lenin
how
doesn't
strong
have-
he is.
From what I saw, Lenin doesn't have magic or any magical items on him.
We haven't seen him fight yet.
Yes, but the glaive gave the Goliath power. Gave him the power for necrotic damage.
We are not sure about that.
I could only assume, because it did it still when he threw the glaive. He threw the glaive and it still did the same thing.
I don't think that's how magic works. I'm fairly certain it could either be the glaive or the magic.
Maybe. I go back to my praying.
Okay.
I do look at June and I'm like,
Am I wrong?
Well,
June
neither
are
of
in
you
the
are
middle of
wrong.
meditation.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither of you are wrong. Cthulhu does
I'm-
bring up a good point that sometimes the item makes the person, and sometimes the magic makes the item.
I want
just
to
sit
be aware
patiently.
of what we don't know.
Bricks picks up.
I'm going to scout ahead to make sure that we're not gonna run into anything. We'll be back soon.
Do you want someone to go with you?
No.
Be careful.
And without saying a word, he trudges off. As you are all left there.
During my meditation, I just wanted to focus on that fox that I saw in my previous meditation.
Okay.
And then I'm also I'm gonna focus on that storm and the lightning again.
Very well.
Do I
And
see?
I think of Uriden's arrow, and I take a couple deep breaths.
I am resetting my hit points basically. I do one hit point dice. Get
Okay.
myself back to full.
Yeah, I used two.
Okay.
Do I, on my
I used one.
on my perimeter? Do I see Brick? Whatever, he's going to poop or whatever.
Going poop.
What about him going to poop?
It's going to
Did he ran off, like, kind of, right? He said he had to go away for a second, or was he just dozing off?
scouting ahead.
Yeah, he's just.
Oh, he's
ahead.
scouting ahead. Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
I don't know if he's needing to
By
take a
himself.
poop or if he's going to use disguise self now.
Well, if I see him
Nobody knows.
in my perimeter watch, I would like to trail him.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Aelar is going to be thinking about that dream he had what feels like ages ago at this point.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The dream of the it was like a red sky. I don't think I saw anything burning, but the sky was as if something was burning.
I got a 24 stealth.
Nice.
Okay.
I thought
It was. Yeah, you are easily. He does look like he's heading forward very normal. It looks like he's scouting. He doesn't seem like he's looking behind him, like he's checking if you guys are following.
Okay.
As he comes back. If you would like to speak about anything else before heading forward.
Nope.
I'm good, yeah.
No,
Alrighty.
the only thing is on our way, kind of after our meditation, I feel good, and then I have an idea, and as we're walking, especially kind of since we're getting kind of close to the mountain, I want to look for clay.
Clay? Okay. Yeah, you can spend a good bit of time. I would say that you end up having to dig a little deep, but you end up finding some clay.
I take it and I put it in my components pouch.
Okay.
I ask Brick, if you are willing to reveal, what are your feelings towards the Burrow? Simply put, are you against them or are you just trying to leave them?
If you're speaking to Brick, he's not back yet.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were walking to the mountain. Sorry, my bad.
No, you guys are still on your rest. He scouted forward to make sure nothing was there.
I'm just gonna follow June, keep an eye on what she's doing.
Okay. Alright, as you guys take your short rest after some time, Brick ends up coming back, or then I would assume you return first. He returns back, and he kind of just peeks his head,
Alright, that's long enough. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Hi.
As you all start heading forward, he calls Ecclesius to the front. And you can hear a jingling going on inside his cloak as he sticks his hand in there. And he's like,
Well, I found these. I think they're important.
and he hands them to you. There's 4 keys. And I will describe exactly what they look like later.
What are these for?
I don't know. I wasn't smart enough.
Hopefully I am up to the challenge. How far is this tomb?
No longer than an hour.
Is there any more information you can give us on this tomb?
It's some sort of ancient design. And it was trapped in the 9 hells. So you'll have to follow my lead, but I don't know too much about it.
So I assume that there'd be a fair bit of danger.
If you didn't have me.
Well, I will keep you safe. That's as much as I can promise.
Thank you.
You seem pretty cool.
Did he say? No, he said thank you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Alrighty. So, you guys spend the better part of an hour. It seems pretty calm. Aelar, sorry.
I would like to ask him the question that I was going to ask him, which is, if you care to reveal, what is your attitude towards the Bureau? Are you just trying to leave them, or are you against them?
That's a big question. But we have time. There are hypocrites, all of them. They want more power, but bend your knee. They fall privy to alliances with weaker beings.
I see. So, interesting.
Do you, Brick? Were you informed of any others from my guild? Were you aware that any others were coming to talk to you?
Your guild? I know nothing of your guild.
I was given information from my guild to find you for the ring. Were you not also aware you were being searched by others?
He kind of looks at you and he looks at like the symbols on you.
It appears I was not as stealthy as I thought.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble understanding your accent. Did you say that you weren't as stealthy as you thought? Or
Yes. Apparently your guild was tracking me too.
I wouldn't be upset about that. We have ears in most places, but we do no harm. At least, I have been led to believe.
No. Either way, we're close now.
And he stops.
Take the same steps I do. Nothing different. If you do, it'll be your end.
Okay, so line up a single file behind us then, everyone.
You got it.
I do that.
So he leads you to a carving of a snake, a snake's head. That is the mouth of this cavern door. As you head in, he goes,
Now this one almost got me. I did not expect it to be so soon.
and he pulls over a rock on it, a rock on a plate on the ground, and as he does it, and you just see an arrow shoot from side to side, and then he's like,
Now wait.
you wait about 15 seconds and shoots again,
And he's like, Alright, time it.
and then he runs past to the safety of the other side of the room, and then easy enough because there's enough time, and you guys all one by one cross to the other side. You get to another door that seems to have a bat head on it, and he goes,
Alright, now this one's a little trickier.
and as you come in, you see a bunch of hanging green vines that are strung about, that are, you know, strung from side to side of the room, that are drooped down, ones that go vertically.
He goes, Now follow me. Make sure not to touch any of them.
As he leads you in and out. Now on this one, I need everyone to make a, we'll say an athletics check.
Yes, thank God.
Or, sorry, acrobatics. That's dexterity. Sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh no.
I always mix those up.
Am
I
I
always
the
mix
only
those
one
up.
that's happy about
You
that
little
change?
bitch.
It doesn't take
Acrobatics.
strength to be nimble.
Okay.
It's all
Yeah, they make
core. It's all core.
Acrobatics.
Athletic, you can get through it.
Yeah, by pumping up your shoulders and hitting every
That
single
is a
fucking one on your way in.
General.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got an
I just
18.
like envisioned exactly what was going on in my brain.
18.
18.
Alrighty.
I got time.
Call
What?
me Aelar the Nimble with a 19.
Aelar the
Ooh.
Nimble.
Aelar the Nimble.
Alar the nipple.
The Nimble North Boy.
The powdered
I didn't
nipple.
get a chance to get my nipples out, so no, not yet.
You didn't air them out, man.
Damn
Make
it.
sure in your nightly prayers you say, air out your nipples
Aelar.
out of your biscuits.
I hate all of it.
Spend the kind. Air
Powder.
your nipples. Powder.
By the way, Cade rolled a crit fail.
And I rolled a 17.
Yeah, I got 10.
No, I have a +1, so it's a 2.
No, it's not.
Still a crit one.
Just gotta find
That
something
bad
really
one.
quick. Sorry.
Oh, he has to find something. Here we go. I get.
Oh god.
No, this is
He
separate.
has
This
to
is
fuck
it-
my vine.
this is how I'm
Well,
killing
no,
you
it-
in the future.
It might be a group roll, so you might be okay, Cade.
Hopefully. Can
If
somebody...
not, I will assist you in reviving your dead body.
I will assist you in the reviving of your dead body.
I let the vines take me.
I let them take me.
Sorry, the delay.
Take me, vines.
Are we talking about the vines or Aelar's lady friend?
I'm powdered.
Why
Take
can't it be
me.
both?
I'm aired out and I'm powdered.
I'm powdered. Take me.
Do you want my biscuits?
Aelar, I like your powdered biscuit. You smell like cedar.
I don't like this anymore.
See, I don't think she cares about any of that, and just
She's trying to get
cares
some.
about
She wants to see Aelar's greatsword.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
Death by Schnoo Schnoo.
Oh my god.
If you rewatch that, I literally spit out my coke. Shit.
Oh my gosh. I love that show.
Just gotta throw you all onto something really quickly.
What
I
show is
love
that?
it's
Futurama.
Futurama. I
That's
love
right.
Yeah,
Fry
it's
is
like
my
those,
favorite
like-
character.
Yeah.
Like,
Fries all of us.
When he goes to press the button, he's like, oops.
Yeah, the gigantic button.
He's pressing it.
Oops.
Okay. Sorry about that. So,
We can't do that. You're
who rolled
stupid.
lower than
no,
a 10?
it doesn't.
I got a 10.
Are you guys being done being stupid? I had more, but go ahead.
No, it doesn't.
Who? I'm sorry. Who had lower than a 1 or a 10?
1.
And then June rolled exactly 10.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
you're safe
10.
then. Wow, lucky enough, I rolled a 1 and a 5. Those of you that rolled less than that, as you're going through, some of you kind of instinctually just try to get through a tight crevice, and you grab one of them as thorns shoot out of these vines, and you guys take 6 piercing damage.
Ow.
That is.
And he looks
Not
back.
for me.
I told you, be nimble, like me.
And he starts backflipping.
Master Yoda, you're so big or fast.
But you all manage.
You've been watching,
We've been
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like, we've been talking about like powdered shit, and then.
All right, we're just gonna
to a dark place.
coast
Alright.
past that.
Everything's been sex jokes this whole episode.
I know,
As
what's
the
wrong with us
Poisoned
today?
my mind.
As the next door has a spider,
Well
a
taken.
spider above it. And as he walks through, he goes,
Don't worry, I didn't find anything in this room.
and he just walks across the center, and nothing happens.
I walk across the center and nothing happens too.
You all
Yeah,
die.
me too.
I do exactly what he says.
And then he walks into another door and has a wolf above it. And he's like,
This door is just very locked. I shocked myself a couple times.
and he opens the door as you guys are all presented into this room.
Oh boy.
And
All right, guys, keep in formation.
he goes forward and he points to a wall, and it has 4
Alpha.
hooks on it. And the hooks, he's like,
That's where I got the keys from.
and in the Cthulhu's not there.
No, he's not because you put Aelar as one of them.
Oh, sorry.
Aelar twice.
That's not Aelar.
No, that was Josh's
guessing this is our
one-shot
guy.
character.
Yeah.
What was-
On the left, that is,
Prometheus.
but Aelar was on there
Cthulhu
twice. I
actually
also
ran
don't have
into
control
mountains
over
and
my
started a
thing,
family.
by the way.
None of you do.
Yeah, none of us. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty. So, as you walk in, you come upon a sinister metal box with an iron lock built into each of the 4 sides. Each lock sports a keyhole with a sculpted image above it. 4 iron keys that would normally be hanging on the wall that are in your hands are on a nearby wall. Each key has a different number of teeth. Above the keys, the following verse is etched into the wall. And as you all read it, it summons into your head, just for narrative. This is what it says. The spells on these locks are all the same, though each possesses a unique name. Count on your answer to unlock the way, but use the wrong key to your dismay.
Just count on your what?
Count on your answer to unlock the way.
Oh, okay.
And above each hole is each hole has a different one, but a bat, a snake, a spider, and a wolf. And the keys, I can actually show you what they look like. Tasha's cauldron of
Yeah,
everything.
I was gonna say,
If you read this puzzle, don't spoil it for everyone else. That's what they look like.
Myself from this investigation.
Let me
So
know when I
they
can put
each
this
just
down.
have 3, 4, 5, 6.
It goes
Mhm.
up one.
Okay.
Yep, you're good.
Should have kept the page. Well, never mind. New puzzle. What's one for? No. and
Brick goes, I didn't want to try. I didn't understand.
So just real quick, DM, it says like the spells on these locks are all the same, though each has its own name. And then
the spells on these locks are all the same, though each possesses a unique name. Count on your answer to unlock the way, but use the wrong key to your dismay.
I want to hand out 1 key to June, 1 key to Zio when he I'm gonna hold on to, and then
Who would like the fourth? Just to examine it, we can trade and switch it around, of course.
I'll take one.
I'll hold out the fourth key. So obviously, it depends on which ones we have, but we've already seen. Well, maybe I'll do this in character.
So clearly it goes 3, 4, 5, 6 as far as the teeth. But is there anything else on your keys that I may have missed? Because this box has a bat, a snake, a spider, and a wolf. Maybe there is something on each key that would indicate these.
Can I inspect my key and also do like an Arcana check on the key?
Which would you like to do? Are you doing an Arcana check on the key? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'll do that first.
Go ahead.
Oh, we just have to use the keys on the locks.
Yeah, you just put them in.
Jack spoiled it.
9.
9. These don't seem to be arcane. Also, the box, as I described it, it will sort of look like that. Don't see that.
Oh.
And then, like I said, one keyhole has a bat, one keyhole has a spider, one a snake, and one a wolf. So, but no, it does not seem arcane in nature.
Yeah,
Can I show that one more time?
Yeah.
Cthulhu, take this key. I want to walk around the room really quick. See if you can find anything specific on this key.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the key to Cthulhu and then do like a walk into like I want to investigate like the walls.
Okay.
And then, yeah, real quick, I don't want I'm since I don't sense anything arcane. I'll kind of mention to the group. I know it says that the spells on the locks are the same, but the keys aren't arcane in any way. And then I kind of want to look at the key and do like an investigation on the key itself. Ecclesius, which one did you hand me? The 3, 4, 5, or 6?
You can choose.
I'll
Sorry, I mean Ecclesius, whichever one. I just didn't know.
I'll give Zio
Yeah.
the 3 tooth. I'll give June the 4 tooth. Urdin the 5th, and then Cthulhu has mine, so it was the 6th.
Could I look for something religious, like divine, about this at all?
Sure, make a religion check, and Jerry make a investigation check about the room.
Can I investigate the key as well?
That's what I wanted to do too.
Balls.
What are you looking for, Zio? What are you looking at, and what check do you want to make?
I want to make an investigation check, but I wanted to look for anything on the key that any specific markings on the key, but I'm assuming based off of the image that you showed there wasn't any anything that
just
we could
based how
see
you
etched on
described
there.
it, there is a hint in it, and you described everything but the incorrect check. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Before you give me your number, Ecclesius? Number?
12.
12. Looking around, you see that inscription. There doesn't seem to be any other bearing. You see wolves and spiders, snakes, bats, symbols of them all over the walls. It seems 100% random, like it has no bearing. They're just carved into the walls.
21.
21, and you were looking at the keys? Or you look for religious. There is no religious symboling or any religious connection to the keys or the rooms. Or the box.
I'm gonna cast Detect Good and Evil, Channel Divinity.
Nothing inherently good or evil around.
Or
Wait, you no, nothing like that. Nope.
Okay.
Zio?
12 on my
12?
perception.
You realize that the skull-shaped heads on each of the keys are all the same, so that probably doesn't have any bearing on the puzzle solution.
Wait, can you say that again?
He can tell you.
Well, the skull parts of these keys mean nothing.
Maybe.
I was kind of thinking one of these have 6 teeth on the keys, and the spider has 6 legs. So that's my thought
8?
on that one. 8? Yeah, that's right. Spiders have more than 6 legs.
I think it was a good thought, but it's almost a little bit off.
By the way,
I
because
thought
know
about something similar.
the answer, DM, let me know when I can say the answer. So
You,
Aelar
you
get the
can
smile.
never say the answer. Sorry.
Aelar.
No, you're fine. All right.
I'm gonna look on the box.
Or play Aelar. What would Aelar look for?
I think it's gonna be too meta.
Oh, like no, I just know the answer. Like it's,
yeah.
I
look at
literally
the
have
box,
read
and I
the
look
damn thing.
for teeth on the figures.
You look at the
Like-
4 teeth you said?
Well, there's the key teeth, and then I look at the figures on the box. The wolf, the spider. I look for like teeth marks, or not teeth marks, but teeth, legs, identifying features.
Make a nature check.
Nope. Yeah, no, 3.
They all seem like animals.
Fuck.
Which is crazy because one of them isn't an animal. 2 of them aren't
Um,
animals. Shut up.
Can I?
Creatures,
look-
bitch.
I want to look around the room, and I want to like I know that Ecclesius looked around, and there are kind of like pictures of bats and pictures of snakes, spiders, and wolves. But I want to count how many pictures. There are.
Hundreds. You'd be here a
Okay.
while.
That does not help me.
I do want to say, if someone has made a check, unless I tell them to make the check, it's generally their best attempt. And with this, if it's a, like example with the, I guess this is for any puzzle going forward with like Ecclesius, I was like, it seems completely random and doesn't seem to have any bearing on the puzzle. So I'm not going to say something vague so you guys are running in circles. So if you check something, I will tell you straight up, unless, you know, someone just rolls terribly. But
I have a question.
Mhm.
I want to walk back to the chest.
Okay.
And so on each face is a specific creature,
Correct.
right? So I want to go to one side and see what creature's on that side, and then go to the adjacent wall to see if I potentially notice if the let's say one side's a bat. I want to walk to the adjacent wall, and I want to see if there are like groupings of 3 bats or 4 bats or something that might indicate a number that correlates to the keys.
Okay. Doesn't need to be a check since you already looked for it before. There doesn't seem any sort of numbering pattern to it. It really does seem random to what is carved on the wall, as well as you can tell that the box can move. It can rotate.
The box can rotate?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like you can pick it up, or is it like?
You can try to pick it up.
I'll try to pick it up.
Make a strength check.
This is where Cthulhu dies.
15.
You managed to get a little bit off, but this thing probably weighs about 150 pounds.
Oof. It's really heavy, huh?
Is it like on top of anything? Like
Yeah, it's on a small
slab?
plinth that comes out about your waist.
Is there anything on the plinth?
Nope.
On the like the chest itself, I will kind of. I know you have the picture of it, but on the like on the side that has the bat, I want to look for any like kind of like what Ecclesius was doing, like any pairings of like numbers of like bolts in the chest, or
Okay. In relation to the animal, or just in general?
I'm just I just picked the bat side to
Okay.
look at first, but yeah, in general,
All
like,
4 sides are the exact same, except for the pictures of the animals or creatures. Bite me.
Could you repeat the riddle again?
Yes. The spell on these locks are all the same, though each possesses a unique name. Count on your answer to unlock the way, but use the wrong key to your dismay.
And you said there's no writing on the.
The only writing is what I just read. That is etched into the wall.
There's nothing on the little plinth that's standing up, right?
Nope. Nope, just a regular plinth. We'll just
And
make it a
it's-
square box.
Just
And
for
it's
detail.
What are the animals or creatures again?
Bat, snake, spider, wolf.
And what key am I holding?
You have 5.
5?
5 tooth key.
Erden walks up to the snake with the 5-tooth key and puts it in and turns it.
As you turns.
Each letter of the beast or creature you have will let you open it. If you have the bat, go to the three teeth key. Go to bat.
Oh my god.
Who has the
Aelar.
3-tooth?
Then
Who has the
I,
3-tooth key?
Zio.
I think that would be me.
All right, so Zio, you walk up to it,
Yeah, and I'll put the key in and turn it.
and it unlocks.
I go to the wolf with the
And you stick it in, and
tooth key.
unlocks.
I go to the spider and unlock it.
And unlocks. And at this point, you all die.
I'm sorry.
All right, you don't need to roll 20
Did you
anymore.
finally
Erden.
figure out how to use the door?
You don't need to roll 20 anymore. So, as it unlocks,
Very
you
good.
see pistons come out of all the sides, and you see a thick layer of dust also fall. As Brick walks up.
You are a lot smarter than I am.
I got lucky.
How did you think of that?
Yeah, I just had to kind of stare at the words on the wall for a little while because riddles are ridiculous, and eventually I just kind of wrote down the animals and creatures on this little piece of parchment, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, the key I'm holding has 4 teeth on it.
That's
The word
smart.
snakeheads,
That's smart.
you know, so that's what I did.
I read the word names and then I became instantly uninterested.
Bored now.
Great job, everyone. That was very well done. I had the hiccups just from I'm so impressed.
I opened the lid.
All right, there we go.
was
So
gonna say, what's
as you lift the lid, on the inside, as everyone looks in at once, you see a stone, oval stone, that has a carving of a green, what seems to be a reptilian eye on it.
Would I know what this is at all?
I want to slowly walk up to it and like, kind of, in a polite manner, push aside Cthulhu.
This is what I came for.
Already?
What is it?
It, you
This-
came for an eyeball.
This is the Eye of Berse. This is why I was sent to you. How you were sent to me.
The eye of what?
I believe.
Do you pick it up?
I
Is it
believe someone is
Berser
missing
or
an eye.
Merce?
Berser. B-U-R-S-E-R.
I wrote that down. I even say I
Names are
thought that's what you were
lame.
saying, and I was like, I think I wrote that wrong.
As in
Before.
Bat Berser.
Berser.
Do you pick it up?
I want to like hover my hand over it
Mhm.
at first and see if I feel like any like hum or vibration or heat. Anything that like kind of like makes me like look up at Brick but before I grab it, I want to look up at Brick.
Is it safe to touch?
Should be. Should be a key.
You said it should be a key.
That's what he said.
There is another key to grab this?
No, the item should be a key.
Oh, yeah, I'll grab it really slowly and pull
As
it
you
out of
pick it up, and it's an oval stone about yay big. It has the eye on it. And it does look at the back end where the top is very smooth. The back end has a diamond, like geometric cut that looks like it could probably fit in something very perfectly.
Brick, I cannot thank you enough for this. This will make my master very happy.
And he goes,
Yes, master. There's more information you need, but I'll tell you after the job's done.
Fair enough.
I will gently place it into my bag of holding next to my other very important items.
And he goes, and he walks over and he picks up the box, and picks up not the box, the lid, and he puts that on the box again, and he slowly takes all the keys out, and then he walks back up to the wall, and he's like, and he puts them back on the wall, and he starts to leave, as if he reset the puzzle.
I will follow him out.
Yeah, me too.
I will as well.
Me too.
Ecclesius,
So,
you leave?
Ecclesius.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang back. I'm gonna hang back just for a quick second as I witness that, and I want to pull that. I want to pull it back out,
Okay.
and I want to do a quick like Arcana check on it, just to see if I can pick up some sort of magical essence, and
Go
I'm
ahead.
not being like, oh, that I might be good to the one who they save me the whole days.
What?
20, not natural.
Alrighty. You don't feel an arcane connection. You feel more of a draconic connection.
This is what they told me this would feel like. Okay.
And I'll put it back in my bag. Oh, of course, everybody's gone. Oh. Then I'll try to hurry up.
And as you go back to the room, Brick is still like,
Did you know all along? Did you set this? Is this a ruse?
No, I'm just thinking of the next poor bastard who gets there. There's nothing in it.
Ecclesius actually laughs.
Yeah, so yeah.
he legitimately stops laughing and goes,
I know my laugh is absolutely unattractive. That is my
Please
character flaw.
After
I
you
don't have a cute laugh.
complete this, please don't ever talk to us again. Your laugh scares me.
and he goes,
All right. So how do we go about you murdering Lenin?
When you put it that way, it makes me not want to do it. Can we just say defend you or protect you?
Call it
You can't
whatever.
really defend somebody if you're using them as bait in a trap.
Preemptively defensive.
Call it whatever you want.
It's like witness protection.
What if we lure him here?
How?
Say you're out here, obviously. He's tasked
Yeah.
to kill you.
We cannot talk
would-
to him. That's
It
we
the
can
requires
use the
one
traps.
of us to
We
go
cannot-
back.
I'll do it.
No words cannot be said
Wait,
to
can't
Lenin.
you tell him stuff telepathically?
I just have to. I have to be able to see someone to do
Fair
that.
enough.
June, how do you plan on luring him here?
One thing to remember.
I can
is
tell him
he
that I
might
know
not
where the
be alone
blacksmith
going
is.
here. Yeah. Or maybe what we can say is that we talked to him. We found him. He was able to sharpen our weapons. And he ended up telling us in small talk. That would be out of character of you, I think, but maybe he mentioned something about a tomb. And then we can use the traps in this tomb against him, because we obviously have home turf here.
That will give him time to go get his friends. We
What
have to set
about-
up
That is
a
true.
ambush.
I'm quickly and now.
Yeah. What if actually I'll look at Aelar and Urden, because you guys were the ones outside the blacksmith, right? I'll look at the
Yeah.
two of you and Ecclesius. What if one of you or all of you go back and act like you have angrily found the blacksmith and that you want to teach him a lesson for standing you up and not giving you the business that you were
Yeah.
seeking, and ask if Lenin wants to help you.
Assuming we find them at the blacksmith, but yeah, that is a good idea.
I will offer
Yeah.
one scenario of this, and he says, "Okay, I will go take care of it." And we say, let us go with you." And he says, "There is no need. I will take care of this."
Or you
And then we
tell
keep
him
going
that
back
you
and
saw
forth.
him, that you know where he's at, and for Lenin to come with you guys if he wants in on getting back at the blacksmith.
But that also gives him an incentive or
He
insight
doesn't.
on what.
You guys know where he is. Lenin doesn't.
But
So Lenin needs you.
all Lenin knows is that I am a disgruntled blacksmith shopper. All I know about him
knows.
is that he is a disgruntled blacksmith shopper. I don't know that he wants to assassinate this man.
Brick, can you fight?
I can't fight.
Why don't we? It doesn't seem like Merc Meadow is a place for rest and relaxation. Why don't we just take the battle to him head on?
Because
No.
then he'll have friends there.
I mean,
Hey,
we
we've been going-
can, but we might get as pompous as it is, the guards might get involved.
I think that if you guys say that you know where he's at and that you can take Lenin to him if he wants to join you, I don't see why he wouldn't.
I agree, but my only concern with that, if he asks them to wait for his reinforcements to come with.
Well, you could tell him that you know that he's on the move, and that you guys are gonna move and you are gonna get him now. And I
can-
doubt that Lenin is a guy to pass up an opportunity.
I also need to stress that we cannot foresee every single aspect or sentence or circumstance. We need to have a sound initiative or initiative. Now I am Russian. We need to have a sound introduction to a plan and adapt as that goes.
And that's where I come in. I have a plan.
So I think we should start with what June has to say. We can
I
get his
have-
attention. Yes, Aelar.
One thing to consider is that if we kill him, and even if we kill some of his friends, we will have marks on our backs.
Do we not already?
I think we
You
do.
talk as
I
if
don't
we
think
don't.
we don't.
I don't think we don't.
I
I like that double
I don't think we
negative
have
there.
marks on our back. My bad.
I just
Um,
If we
Listen-
don't already have marks on our backs, by achieving our goal, we will.
But also,
So-
That is
yeah.
fair.
if the thing is if we do this, yes, Aelar, you're right. Like, well, the targets on our backs, if they weren't there before, they will be, and if they were already there, they'll be bigger. But
Yeah.
Brick here, if we help him and we take this risk, he's going to help us.
I'll be honest, and I don't know if I would. He doesn't seem like the type that you touch, so I'm not gonna put my hand on Brick's shoulder. But I say, listen, we have already made a deal with him, and I intend to respect that deal. But I just want us all to be wary of things will be different going forward.
Yeah, things were already different when he killed Sven.
He
Catherine's
didn't
right.
kill Sven.
They killed Sven.
That's his.
His friends, his bureau, his part.
Yes.
Okay,
That is us against
So-
them, not them hunting us.
Listen.
Anyways,
I have an idea.
yes, your
What's
idea,
it?
Oregon.
We hold up in
Please tell it.
or around the blacksmith. I'm working on it. I know common's not your first language. And we just let Lenin come in on his own. That way we scout him, we know he's alone. He doesn't have backup. If we start poking him and razzing the beehive, he will have reinforcements.
think you and June have great ideas as to how we go about doing this. We can also use an ability I have to create a decoy. I can be Brick. We can suggest that he is now back at the blacksmith, and we know that, but it will be me, and we can hide out inside. I can be outside as Brick. You can all be inside. There is a back door. If we can get Lenin alone in a small room, I have no doubt that your fighting abilities will make quick work of him, because he came alone in the first place.
So are you saying that you
even
think that
better.
we should all be in Brick's building waiting for Lenin, or do you think that you would be able to lure Lenin out here?
I think getting him to leave the city would be a stretch. We need to get him to his destination of Brick.
I can
we
get
know-
him to chase me.
Yes,
We
that is a good idea. But I have also thought of, what if we use those hot springs? We put you, Ecclesius, as Brick in the hot springs, having a good old-fashioned spa day, and we all hide in the fog of the springs, and then when he enters, we could put his head off.
Or would there
Two
be other
things.
people around?
Yeah.
Might be too
we
public.
give them,
I
some gold to get the fuck out.
I have
Fine,
two
tools.
things. One, I
I'd
can
probably go for that.
also disguise myself as Brick. And I think, seeing as I'm a little tougher around the edges, it might be better if I'm that person. Secondly, I'm willing to have you do it, Ecclesius, but that's the thing. Secondly, as far as the spa day goes, I am told that these springs are the equivalent of a cesspool, and the house of the spa house is a little better, is where we should go. for
Oh,
the-
okay.
That's what I was talking about the whole time.
I'm sorry. I thought you
Oh.
missed everything she said, and I was like, no. No, you
DM's
got
like,
it. No,
don't
you got
go
it.
to
It's okay.
spring.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We-
Guys,
can-
don't.
Can I?
misinterpreted
Guys,
you,
don't.
But yes,
Can I?
and that's
Okay.
actually, if we are in the spa house, then we can perhaps, I don't know how expensive it would be to rent it for ourselves, but we could.
Why don't I try to compile all of our ideas into a succinct plan and stop me where you want to change, or I've gotten something wrong. So, we need to isolate Lenin. That is the consensus amongst all of you. So, if I have the ability to change into Brick and lure him to the springs, I can lose him. I am very sneaky. Then, Aelar, as the second Brick, and also the most hardy, can divert him from where I was. And in the fog, or in the spring themselves, granted none of us have been inside there, it will be an unknown location, which is a disadvantage for us all. But then we can pounce.
I'd rather not fight him in a closed area, if I'm being honest.
Well, some of us can.
This-
I would say while you guys are trying to lure him there, the others, like myself, Zio, Cthulhu, we can go scope out the house, like the spring house, the bathhouse, whatever it is, and
That's a good
make sure
idea.
that people clear out. I mean,
I
I've got plenty of gold. We can.
I'm not. I don't
So-
like fighting people in closed areas. I'm
The
just,
spring is an open area. It is fenced off. It is not an inside of building.
My issue with
Yeah.
this is the hot springs itself. I don't think that we need to go as far as to pay people off, and it might be extremely expensive to do so. I think
Just a
that
side-
You do know what
Can you put
town we're
the
in.
map back up on the roll 20? Anthony.
Yeah, I can do
Why don't I
Thank you.
go to the blacksmith's? Excuse me, you are present. Why don't I go to Brick's establishment? Brick, you can even go to the back way through the springs, and with the rest of the group. And I will lure Lenin to the springs, on which he will be met with the decoy. Other
That
than
is,
me, the first decoy. While you
I-
are all there and waiting for me to lure Lenin, you can figure out how if there even is an abundance of patrons there.
That paying people off will be easy. This is a town of low expense.
But at the
I
same
think-
time, most of the people look like they have some coin. It's just their living quarters don't
I just want
necessarily
to.
show
I
it.
don't want to compromise Brick's home and place of business. If we do it there, he will certainly have a lot of guards and law enforcement on him.
Can you
after-
guys lure him outside of the springs?
Burke, do you plan on staying here?
As long as I have to, but if I need to run, I will.
Brick, I can offer you a home, a way of life amongst the esoteric assembly. You do not need to wear our banners, but we are always recruiting people of your skills. You need no tattoo, you need have no master. So if you do not want to stay at Murkmego Springs, that is a way out. But I think that we have made half of plan, and now we throw it all away for a new plan. We need to be concise. Because Lenin grows stronger and potentially is gaining more of his friends.
My suggestion, and it's just my opinion, is that if Ecclesius, if you are able to outrun Lenin as Brick or have him chase you, he doesn't need to come all the way out here, but outside of the city, just outside the walls. I don't see why that wouldn't be possible. On the other side of the springs, if Cthulhu doesn't feel comfortable confronting him inside of the bathhouse, and we don't necessarily want to compromise Brick's ability to stay here if he needs to or if he wants to, then I think outside of the city is the best option. We don't need to go too far out, but we need to lure him away from his potential allies, and we need to lure him away and what we're about to do away from other citizens.
I agree.
The only thing
do
that
want-
I
I do want to point out that I just thought of this. Lenin went to the blacksmith alone when he first went to meet him.
said that this.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yes, he did not
common
come.
is not my first language. Sometimes I miss
that-
things.
The original plan was to lure him and be inside of the blacksmith of your
Gotcha.
shop. Excuse
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
Brick.
yeah.
And also, I don't think that you all realize just how large this spring is, and the fact that
Yes.
all of the patrons of this place are brawling, more than likely, still as we speak.
But also, I've touched that spring water.
Different spring,
There's a difference.
It
different
is
water.
different.
in the
I was told by a local that it is different.
the entire spring is, or just
Yeah.
the water that's in the bathhouse?
No, the bathhouse is like clean. Rich people fancy go there, and then the one that you touched and tasted was poop water.
But what about the springs outside of the bathhouse, inside the fence?
They are fenced in and they are for.
Are they
people
clean?
going to-
Brick, are the springs inside of the town the ones that you can swim in?
Well, you have the regular bathhouse that's smaller. That's where most people go, and yes, you can swim. Well, you don't swim. It's not like a lake, but you can go there. It's very relaxing. And then there's the more high fancy to do, and that one's just really expensive to get in.
What's expensive to you?
I think there's. I had a time there, but I was drunk. I think to get into the lower end of that section, it's 5 gold, and the upper is 10.
Honestly, you guys, I just think we need to lure him somewhere. Whatever you guys feel comfortable with at this point, I just feel like we need to get this going.
I agree.
I agree. That's why, forgive my impatience, but we have made 3 plans and ripped them to shreds because of what ifs, countless what ifs. There will be things we won't even think of.
Yeah. So I've thrown out several ideas, and I don't know. I mean, whoever doesn't feel comfortable with whatever parts, but you guys choose what you want to do, and tell me where to go, and I will be there.
I mean, we could walk into the tavern and say we're fucking upset about how much he ripped us off on our pelts. And we want to take him outside.
The thing is we don't even know where Lenin is.
My guess is that he's not going to go far from the blacksmith, Brick's place, because he's looking for Brick.
Do you want me to scout ahead and I can sneak in and get a little report and come back?
Why don't we get close to the village? Urudin, you scout ahead and see if you can get a lay of the land. I think it is best to go into the secluded place of the hot springs, shrouded by the mist in the open area, away from the hoi polloi, and only around the upper echelon if we can pay off the few people that are there, if there are even enough people that would ruin our plan. And then me as the decoy, with Urudin's new information, I can lure him there. And from there, Aelar can take over the second decoy, potentially giving us an extra buff. He'll be none the wiser. If he has more people with him, we will just improvise, pick them off one by one. We will have numbers on our side, surprise, and now we have Brick.
We can also have 3 bricks at the same time, and I'm sure that will be confusing.
Hey, you know what they say, 3 bricks is better than 1 stones.
So I'm going to head. I'm gonna head to the springs, the area, and I'm gonna kind of scout out the area and get familiar with it. And I will just look for a brick.
So June and Urudin are going into the city while the rest stay behind.
Yeah.
I will go with.
I thought we were all
June
kind of
and-
moving towards the city.
Right, but I'm
Urudin
saying
was-
is everybody going into the city?
Yeah, but I would
I'm going
split
to the
off,
springs.
and I'm gonna I want a rooftop prowl and see if I can take like the wide way around to see if I can get on the front side of the blacksmith.
Okay. At this point, it's probably about 8 or 9 at night, so it's pretty dark. So it'd be easier for you to stealth up onto a roof. Which spring? There's 2 springs. Does anyone want to go to one and someone want to go to the other?
What's the other one? I see like this giant.
The giant one is the rich one, and then the smaller one is below that.
I'm gonna go to the giant.
We don't have money to go to the giant one.
We have plenty
Yes, we
of
do.
money.
Yeah. June.
Plus paying people off.
I am used to these more upper end societies. If June, you wouldn't mind lending me the gold, I could go in and see how many
Yeah,
people we
absolutely.
are dealing with.
I hand Zio like 30 gold.
Okay.
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 If you need more, I have
So you're
more.
going to the hoity-toity.
Give it all to him.
Okay, I give you
30.
86
No,
gold.
30. Oh.
I thought that 30 would be enough.
If it costs 10 to get in for one person and there's 4 people there.
Okay, I give you 50 gold.
50?
50, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. And who's going to we'll just say bathhouse for simplicity.
I'll go.
I wasn't aware that there were multiple springs too.
That's why I said the large one up top is the rich one.
Yeah, this
I was just
below
looking at
down
this, like,
here.
little house.
Below
Okay.
down here is the bathhouse.
Then I guess
Yeah,
before we
no,
do
we're-
this, like, what one were you guys talking about?
The spring, the big spring for all the rich people.
The big one that we're at. Okay, then that's
Yes.
it. That is where I'm going.
Okay, so you, Zio, are going there, and Cthulhu's going to go down to the bathhouse. Okay. And then the rest of you are just going to stay out with Brick, I'm assuming? Outskirts of the city or on the inside of the city?
Outskirts until Urudin comes back.
Okay, so first off, we'll go with Urudin. Urudin, you scout ahead, make a stealth check, and you're going to the blacksmith, correct?
Yeah, but I want to be on the outside. I'm opening up Roll20 again. 1 second. I will make my roll.
don't
That
trust
is
that small
a.
bathhouse. It's
This
too
is
close.
the.
Yeah, no, I see it, but it's too close to the one that I touched. That is pure poison. So I don't.
This is the blacksmith, though.
I ain't going near that.
That's the blacksmith, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah,
20
that's the blacksmith.
21.
Okay. You hop up on a roof fairly stealthily. Which roof?
I am logging in now.
The nearest.
Not ready. Not prepared.
You said we didn't need roll 20, so I closed it. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna try to remember the map, but I don't.
Okay, I'll just put you on a roof. You want to see the blacksmith then? Correct.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah, pretty much. It
on
would
this
just be
I think that's
just, like basically I wanted to end up across the street from the blacksmith, so
Very
I was
well.
looking at the front door.
Okay. As you sneak up on the roof, you do not notice Lenin sitting where he was, nor around the building itself.
And does it look ransacked or
The
has it
doors are
been
still
left?
open, but it does not look destroyed. The
Okay.
forge is smoldering, but
At that point, I think I would probably I would kind of get a little closer to the tavern to see maybe if I could spot him there, but I would stay rooftops, and
Okay.
then if I can't get closer, I would head back.
no problem. Alrighty. Cthulhu. As you go to the bathhouse, as you enter in, you're greeted with where the walk-up is stone, and then you go into the front door. You see multiple pairs of different boots and shoes and moccasins and slippers all to the side, and then there's a wooden step up that goes
How many
farther in.
pairs of shoes?
I don't know. You count really quickly, 10, give or take.
Okay. So
Nice.
walk.
You take
I'll
your
walk
shoes
in.
off.
Yeah, I'll take mine.
Okay. As you do, you walk up, and there is comes above your head what looks like above like this little platform. There's someone sitting up top. Leans over. Welcome. How long?
Hello. How long?
Yes.
2 hours.
All right. 3 silver, please.
Hand him the 3 silver.
All right. And did you need any linen done? And he looks at you. We don't do metals.
No, then I'm fine.
Very well. First time here?
Yes, it is.
Very well. To that is somewhere you can change, leave your armors as the such. Enjoy. And he goes back and he opens up some sort of book.
Alrighty. I'm looking. I'm gonna go and count. Or I'm gonna go get changed.
Okay.
And,
So there's like little like cubbies. There's 2 benches, and then in the section you're in, and then there's like wooden cubbies, which would be akin to lockers. You can probably fit all your armor and everything in there.
I'll fit all my armor in there.
Okay, so you put all your belongings in there, and then there's as you walk in some crude linen towels. That's just for
Alrighty.
simplicity.
I'll put it around my waist, and then I'll start walking around, counting how many people are
Okay.
in the area.
You see 2 people in that room where you were changing. As you go out to the actual bath housing itself, you see spread around about maybe like a 200 feet deep by like 500 feet long area. Probably about another 8 or 10 people
Alrighty. I'm gonna go back to the person that was reading the book.
in the front. Okay.
Yeah.
As you get up there, no, the baths are through the changing room. You go through, you can relax. You have 3 hours.
Thank you.
Is there something else?
Yes, I actually have a question.
All right.
I need to rent this whole space out for a couple hours. Is that possible?
That is odd.
Celebration of types.
Even odder. I suppose so. How many people? And how long? When?
As soon as possible.
As in tomorrow, next week, today?
Tonight.
That's abrupt. Sure. How many people will be attending?
9?
Okay.
9, right?
If you want to rent the whole place out for how long?
2 hours. 3 hours.
So
It's 3 hours.
I say we could call it even with 30 gold, but if anything's broken, you're paying for it.
Oh, I understand. I'll actually be right back. I need to go get to my party.
All right, take care.
And I'll get changed and then go back out.
I was really hoping you didn't say you get changed. All right.
Walk out, butt ass naked.
I
All
fight
right.
Lenin in a towel. I fight Lenin in linen.
So, Zio and June, you walk up as you walk into just very similarly to that gatehouse there. On the inlet there that is not shown in the map, there is a red wood doorway. As you enter in, very similarly, but it is to the other one. There is different cubbies that you see, different shoes. I didn't explain it to Cthulhu, but the shoes and stuff that you saw there, like metal boots, very dirty, muddy. Everything you see here are finer clothes. If they are leather, they're not really super worn. And you see those to the left, and then to the right, you see cubbies that there is a couple, there's like 2 pairs of leather boots that are really muddy, and then you see cubbies that have mud in them, but nothing there. Like no boots in those cubbies. As then there is a wooden platform that goes to a desk, and you see a human woman with black hair tied into a tight ponytail. And there's that same step up. So if you go ahead.
I got this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I'll step up and.
You take your
virtual
shoes
moment.
off.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
If I see Zio take his shoes off, I will take mine off as well, and I'll kind of like brush off myself.
As you walk up, she goes, "Hello there, and welcome to the opulent Butol's extension into Merk Meadow Springs. How may I help you?"
Hello. I am just curious to peruse your fine establishment here. Just wanted to take a look around. I am Zio Vunra, and I wanted to possibly have a slight little party here.
Is it, and she kind of gets a little red, Vunra, like Vunra wine?
Yes, of course.
And she kind of blushes and smiles a little bit. Of course, yes. We actually have some of your very finest wines in our establishment here. But of course, I can give you a tour, no problem. And she steps down and she gives you 2 cloth, what seems to be on the bottom has a sole, and then top is like a white silk slippers.
Okay. I'll put
To
on
both
slippers.
of you. To both of you.
Oh yeah, I put that.
Yeah,
shit
I would
on.
have waited. June.
I put that shit on.
I put that shit on.
She leads you out.
Give me them slippies.
As you walk out, she shows, as you're walking back, she doesn't like, oh, hey, look at all the naked people, but she shows these are the changing rooms. We also do the best linen cleaning we can. We also can take care of and maintain light armor repairs if need be. And she extends you out to the back of that gatehouse, where you see a boardwalk that goes straight to a large hay thatched roof building, and then cuts off to the right. That you see a little farther off, there is a smaller would-be hut, and she says, to the left here, these are premium springs. They are said to have had healing qualities for many, many generations. The right here is not a healing spring, but you will feel rejuvenated and very alive after just a couple minutes in them. And she brings you to the larger gatehouse. As you look about in the healing property pool, which is the one to the left, which will, for simplicity, say the expensive one, you see probably about 9 or 10 in there of different races that you can see from this point of view. You are also on a raised up pedestal. The boardwalk is on a raised up pedestal, so you're even higher, so they are below as you're looking. And you see in this area would be another very lavish long table, and you see different foods and no suplexes. It looks like a very nice dining hall, as well as there are, and she says, there are also private baths in the back. And then she brings you back, and she brings you to the other hut, and you can see that this seems to be, as you get closer, you get a very thick smell of some sort of, what's it called? We'll just say very thick smelling smoke. As you see smoke rising from the top, separate from the mist, as you get closer, you can tell it's a smoking tent.
Okay. The private baths, how big are they? Are they large enough to hold a small party?
Well, if you rented all of the rooms, I'm sure. How many people did you have?
We'll just call it an even 10, you know, there might be stragglers that show up.
Well, of course, would you like it catered? And would there be any linening, or...?
No, we'd like to keep things, as discreet as possible. I'd like to not make my presence here known too much.
Okay, well, we can be discreet. Did you still want to be, it to be catered?
No need for that. Just, wanted to have a nice soak with some fellow companions.
Very well. Well, if you're taking, all the rooms then, since we have 8 private baths, that will probably run you about 20 gold a room.
Okay. And in your more public areas, is there a nice secluded spot in there with maybe a little bit more of a view?
I'm sure that you could find one, but there's nothing too specifically secluded. And she looks over at June, and she looks back at you, and she goes, but I'm sure that you could maybe find some way to slink away. And she gives a little smile.
Okay.
Hotter than biscuits.
And she does say, you know, we do have rooms for 2 if you're both so inclined.
We're actually looking to invite a few others.
Oh, okay, of course. I mean...
Sure. We're just a little focused on the party that we have planned first.
Yes, well, if you take the private baths, that would be, if you had all 8 rooms, it would be about 160 gold.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your fine tour. June, is there any other questions that you had?
Do we have time to maybe sample one of...
I'm sorry. I was composed this whole session, but that one got me. I'm sorry, continue.
Do we have time to maybe sample one of the springs before we make a decision? As I kind of flop back and forth in these really cozy slippers.
We're gonna die.
Are you talking to her, or are you talking to,
I'm talking to Zio.
Okay.
There's another one for the compilation.
And then I'll turn to her. You said that the rejuvenating pool is that, people come out in just a few minutes feeling better.
Oh, of course, but the longer you spend, the even deeper it soaks into your pores. I wouldn't recommend a quick dip if you're spending, 15 gold just to enjoy it for a minute.
And then how many people did you say could fit in one of your private baths?
I mean, the private baths are large areas, but if you're having 10 people, the baths can only fit 2. And she gives a slight smirk.
So 2 at a time. But the rooms
She does giggle.
themselves-
Of course, I guess you could fit more.
The rooms themselves are, you said, are quite large.
Larger. Yes.
Okay. And I'll kind of look at Zio and like telepathically I'll say, we might be able to just get one room and it could work.
Can I reply telepathically?
Yes.
I'll say telepathically. That may be a little bit tight for a full-on fight.
The rooms are all secluded, by the way. Like, my meaning is that they are not connected to each other.
Yeah, we couldn't buy like 3 rooms.
And then, like, pull them all together to have one big table.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, can we come back here after?
Yeah, we definitely could. Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Fine woman.
My name is Jason.
Jason.
Jace.
Well, is there any chance that we could take a quick dip just to sample your fine establishment here?
Of course. Depending on which one, it would be 10 gold and 15 gold, respectively.
I'll look at June. Which do you desire?
I think.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Kay disappeared.
But I think that we should take care of some business and then we should come back when we have a little bit more time to enjoy what we spend our gold on.
Fair enough. Alright, well, Jasa, we will be returning. And I will come and contact you personally if we decide to hold our little party here.
Very well. I look forward to it, Lord Vunra.
I appreciate it. I'll give a slight bow and turn and walk to the changing rooms, take off the linens that are not used at all, and
Wait. You're changing now?
No, we just had slippies on. We didn't.
Yeah, you just had slippies on. You guys didn't get bugged.
If we would have been change, that's I'm going in that spring, but we didn't get that far.
Cannonball into a relaxing, like, Colorado spring. So, as you change back into your peasant shoes, you head back as Uridin would be returning to the group Ecclesius.
I would hop down and then show up and be like, he was not around.
So much for plans.
I didn't go too far. I tried to see if he was maybe on the outside of the tavern or if he was just roaming the streets. Did not see him.
Well, I suppose we'll have to wait for the rest of the group's what's the common word for it? Reconnaissance. Word. Nope.
Oh, yeah, that one.
What's the English word for that French word?
We have to wait for them to come back with their reconnaissance work, and then we can make an informed opinion. We might have to spend the night in the forest. If we cannot locate him, we might have to draw him out inside of the town.
That's a daring thing. I don't know how the law works around here. Seeing as it's Suplex City, though, I don't think it's too...
I guess the
God
people...
damn it, I forgot you were here.
They, yeah, I forget me sometimes, too.
I forget me sometimes.
They really only protect those who pay well.
Oh, well, maybe that is an option if we didn't spend a ton of gold at the pits already. Good, we wait.
Yeah, we have to wait for the rest to return.
At this point, because June and Zio took a lot longer time, Cthulhu comes running, and you are changing, you have your stuff, but like your bag's not on your back, like it's in your hand, you're like carrying your shield, as you like run back to the group, and then you like start affixing everything.
It is 50 gold to rent out the whole area for the bathhouse. For 3 hours, and I don't believe it would take us 3 hours.
I'm sorry, which group are you with? Us or with Zio?
You two, or the Ecclesius, everyone. Just Zio and June are still on their honeymoon.
Oh, no, that's great work. What about the size of the place? Do you feel comfortable?
It's enough room that we could maneuver around.
That's a good work, Cthulhu. We will just have to wait for the rest to get back to figure out what we can do. But I think we can afford to rent that place out, and if you feel comfortable fighting there, then I will feel comfortable guarding you.
Indeed.
But now we must wait, and then compile our information. We want to do this right for you, Briddick.
Thank you. And I promise my information's good.
I trust you. If we kill him and your information is awful, we will bring him back to life.
That is extreme.
Sorry about that. You can go fight him.
It's like, I can't pay for my tattoo. Get the belt, Sander.
Damn.
Oh!
This is becoming extremely expensive. Do you want to help in any way or no?
I mean, I'm just a blacksmith. I guess I could a little bit.
It's okay. June has all my gold that I won.
We can I imagine that you can afford 50 gold. Picture the 50 gold you paying to find your friend's killer.
He didn't say 50.
I don't have 50 gold.
She also said 30, or the dude said 30,
Yeah.
not 50.
30.
30.
I have it written down here. Yeah, I do not have 30 gold on me. All my
I have close to it, and I will give what I can in order to make this work. I have what I need. I would leave, but I owe you all a debt. I don't know if I would have made it here without you, but I will help and give what I can to help find your friend's killer. So just keep the faith, Cthulhu. You have a god. Pray for strength. Pray for optimism.
Trust me, I already am.
So now we must wait for the rest and figure out where to go from there.
As June and Zio, about 20 minutes after they finished that conversation, you guys would stroll in.
That was really nice there.
It was really nice there, and I wasn't joking. I would like to go back.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna go back.
Okay, good. And as we walk up,
How much was it for 2? Out of curiosity.
well, we didn't really get to do. We didn't get to,
20 gold
if you want to take your lady friend.
for a private room in the back.
Aelar, I will give you the 20 gold to take your.
Would you? That
Yeah, I
would.
would. But more importantly is that Zio pointed out while we were there that the rooms that we are able to afford will not be big enough for us to take care of the business we need to take care of.
And there's nothing that would be more secluded enough for us to take care of the business that we need to take care of.
No, can I look at Cthulhu? Did you find anything?
Yes, it is 30 gold to rent out the whole bathhouse. Everyone out, just us. We could probably even tell the guy to leave.
Okay.
Good at making people feel weird.
Cthulhu, you also mentioned there'd be enough room to fight.
Plenty.
Could make him feel weird. I'll do it. I'll do
Hey,
it.
can you butter my biscuits for me?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna leave.
Guys, let me know. I'll go.
I'm leaving my establishment with you inside of it unlocked.
That's weird. I'm weird.
So if that's the case, Cthulhu, then should some of us head there, and I'll kind of look at Uridin and Ecclesius. Were you guys able to find
It was Lenin.
Lenin?
It was not around.
So
Well, shit.
Maybe
so we
can-
have an opportunity that you found Cthulhu, but now we need to find how to get Lenin there.
Bethune,
Yes.
when you were inside that bathhouse, were there other rooms?
There-
Changing rooms or private rooms or...
I tell him everything I looked at and found in the bathhouse.
Very well.
There's a changing room, lockers, and stuff like that.
So there could be a way where either I or Aelar, disguised as Brick, can be by our lonesome. Or I can disguise myself as Brick, and Aelar, you can disguise yourself as whomever you would like. That way you would be in the spring with me as Brick, because he knows your face. Otherwise... Yes?
I have something. What if Aelar? I think it's your turn. Why don't you go talk to your betrothed, and maybe she has seen Lenin in the past hour or so.
If that's
I can
not,
certainly ask.
if that
And then you
doesn't
can
turn
spoon
out,
her.
spork her, I think you mean.
Oh, that's later,
if-
man. No, chill, please.
If that doesn't work out, what if we have either Aelar or Ecclesius disguise themselves and maybe stay in Brick's shop for a little bit and then make your way down to the bathhouse after we've rented it out?
Well,
And
that's a
that
good
way,
idea.
you know, yeah, if he is watching for Brick, he will see him making his way through the town. But
I
I think
can-
asking is a good first option.
Aelar, do your flirty thing. Go ask your lady friend. We will sit here.
Oh, she
Her-
might be
I
mad
hope she's
about
not
being
angry
stood
at
up.
me.
Hey,
I mean,
Yeah.
it hasn't been. Has it been 4 hours?
Hasn't been too
Did I
long,
stand
right?
her up?
It was an hour there, an hour into the place, an hour back, and then an hour back again, so 4 hours.
it's like
So
right
you-
on time.
Stood her up
I
by like
turned-
an
I
hour
turned to
or
June.
so.
No.
I turned to June, and I'm like, if you're good on that gold, I'm gonna need that. That way she's not a Furbolg woman. Get very angry. I'm gonna need that gold.
I'll look at
To guarantee.
Zio. If you need to patch things up, yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
You can do it later. We have other pressing matters.
No, what's my point
obviously.
is, what's my
He has to
point
be able to
is-
offer
No.
something.
Yeah, I
But
have to be
you
able to
need to
offer
help her out.
something to get the information. Anyway,
Alar, it'll be okay. Do you need
Just before he
do you
leaves.
need assistant?
I think I'll be fine.
I believe in
Oh
you.
wait, what do you mean by assistance?
I think
Just
you've
go,
got
you
this.
dingus.
And then I'll kind
Okay.
of like pat Alar's
And just
elbow, 'cause
before he
that's about
goes,
where I reach.
I cast prestidigitation on him, and I do it like this, so I butter his biscuits as well.
You butter them?
Wait, hold on.
Do you butter them or do you powder them? Ooh, this is
Oh,
important.
whoops! I'm sorry. Powder them. I don't butter them. She's supposed to powder or butter them.
Okay.
I
You need
powder
to
them.
Powder them.
Hey, remember that time when we tried to like help a guy out by assassinating another one, and then Uridin end up just
Yeah. Alar, you smell
buttering.
like cedar. It's delicious. She's gonna love it.
Just ended up
You go
buttering
in there
it.
with the utmost
All
confidence.
right, so Aelar,
supposed to be
you
perfect,
go
not
to the broken
supposed
leg.
Yeah.
As you enter
Is she
in,
working?
the scuffle on the stairs is done, and it has actually calmed down a little bit. You do not
They were still
see.
going.
You do not see the Furbolgs that you've never asked her name.
Right. Because we don't need names.
You do
I
not
go
see
to the
her.
bartender. I go
Okay.
to the bartender, and I ask.
Okay,
the
there,
bartender.
there's a awkwardly smaller man compared to your and her size. Hi, you look
Evening.
this.
Yes. Speaking of her, do you know where perhaps she's been? I had an arrangement and I got distracted.
Sorry. Yeah, I think she retired to a room. She's off.
Okay. Which room was that?
Brown chicken, wow, wow.
Aelar's not coming back.
I don't really track. I didn't really track where she went. I'm sorry.
Okay. Does she live here?
No, but she did. But she retired here. That's, you know, as I think about it, that's weird. Okay, maybe not go check on her.
She's in your room.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go check my room.
Okay, so you
'Cause
go
it
up.
was not locked.
No,
It
it
was
wasn't.
not locked.
You go up, and you peek your head in.
Yeah.
And we're not
You don't
covering
have to
that.
Describe it.
We're not. You go into the door. The door shuts. She's in there. And
Okay.
the room's dark. All right.
All right.
Naked?
And that's where we end the episode.
So Aelar, either you're leaving or we're moving on.
Okay. I see. I need to ask her a question. Here's what's gonna happen.
She doesn't give you time. We fade it to black.
Hang on.
We fade to black.
No, hurry! The episode's ending.
Hang on.
Smells that cedar.
Here's what happens, Aelar. Here's exactly what happens, Aelar.
We're lying in bed.
No.
After
Stop
everything.
talking.
And then I ask her the
Stop talking. Okay? You go in, and for the first time,
bedside chat.
somebody as large as you shuts the door for you.
Oh, shit.
And the group, about 30 minutes pass, and Aelar still hasn't come back.
Oh.
I told you guys he's not coming back.
We faded to black on his buttered biscuits.
Hey guys. Birthday suit. It's
Yeah,
my
you.
birthday.
If you're
It's
not,
my birthday.
I was gonna say, I don't think you get a plus to your AC with the birthday suit.
So,
No.
as he doesn't come back for 30 minutes, Zio...
But she's gonna have
like,
disadvantage on.
Oh my
Never
god,
mind.
no,
Yeah.
we're done. We're done. We're done. We're moving on.
You shut
We're
your
moving
face.
on.
I was gonna make
Um,
a piercing damage
I
joke.
have disadvantage with my sword now.
As you guys realize, he's probably not coming back for a minute.
He's a flaccid greatsword.
Okay.
I apologize for that. I may have strewed him the wrong way.
No, the thing is
I did
you
it
know
a lot
what?
Earlier.
When was the last time we've seen another furball?
Roll for sex.
But okay, so if we're not gonna get any information from Aelar and his lady friend,
Well, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say.
Urden, are you able to like track Lenin from the blacksmith?
No. I can, like, walk around town asking for him if you want.
Maybe that's not the best idea.
I didn't think so either. But yeah, tracking isn't my thing. I'm more of I just like to hide.
Okay.
Maybe we just wait and go back to the tavern, sleep on it, or maybe not sleep at the tavern because we have Brick
We
with
should
us.
camp. Yeah, we should camp here. We shouldn't leave Brick.
Yeah, I agree. But let's sleep on things, and when Aelar comes back in the morning, maybe he'll have information. If not, once we regroup, we just have one of you disguise as Brick and walk from the blacksmith to the
And wait
bathhouse.
until we see him.
Okay. If we're not gonna do it tonight, then I need to tell the bathhouse that we're coming tomorrow.
I think. Yeah.
Easy enough. You managed to go over there and let them know, and he's like, okay. It's still weird.
Oh, we got another party that night. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, we're double booked.
Different party.
He's like, still weird, but whatever. And you head back to the rest of your party. Unless there's something you wanted to do in there.
Nope.
Okay. As you head back, and the rest of you set up camp outside of the city, that is where we're going to end the session for the week. And we will pick up next week with the assassination of Lenin.
Assassination of
Lenin.
Aelar's virginity.
He is like 100 and something years old. He's definitely not.
Nope, he's a 120-year-old virgin.
Before we get on before we get down this rabbit hole, I do want to thank. I believe I already thanked Lilith and Leo, but Ghost Rabbit, thank you for the follow. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, I have another episode title option too. Brick House. Just throwing it out there.
Kind of like that.
We'll workshop it. Put it in the Discord chat, and I'll figure it out Tuesday.
Brick.
So, to everybody that's still here, thank you for hanging out. If anybody is new here, make sure you hit that follow button to know when we're going live. Down below, you can find our Instagram, YouTube, and our Twitter. Make sure you follow all of those or subscribe so you know any updates that we have to give to you. But probably one of the most important things, we also have our community Discord where you can actually join down below and you can interact with us. And there's actually chat rooms that we're in a lot. We play games, so it's just a big place to hang out and have fun.
Sneak peeks of stuff.
Exactly, sneak peeks of all the stuff. But thank you to everybody
No
that
biscuits
has...
are involved.
No biscuits. Thank you to everybody that hung out today and followed and subscribed. Sorry about those that I missed originally. I apologize, but we will get better at it as we go along. Thank you to everybody. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week for the next chapter of the Arcane Archives. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hotter than biscuits.
Next week.